The following is an exclusive presentation of E-Tech Sports. This is the Henderson Lions Football Coaches Show, featuring Henderson head football coach Ricky Meeks, with insight on the Henderson Lions and this week's opponent. The Henderson Football Coaches Show is brought to you by the Henderson Football Booster Club. Come be a part of their meetings every Tuesday night at 6 at the high school indoor facility. Now, with the Henderson Lions Football Coaches Show, here's Mark McLean.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of our Henderson Football Coaches Show. Mark McLean here, along with Ricky Meeks, and the Lions get set to take on Pine Tree in a very important contest, a district contest tonight at Lions Stadium. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. First off, congrats on the win last week out at Maybank. Kind of got back on schedule where you wanted to be in.
Yeah, and I was very proud of the way we started the game. So we put a lot of emphasis on that, not to have a lull after the Kilgore game, and I thought we did a really good job showing up and playing sound football early, offensively and defensively. So very proud of our kids for that. Showed a lot of maturity in handling that, and so it's definitely a good spot to be in. 54-0,
I guess. If it's 54-0 at the end of the game and you're throwing for the end zone, that's a topic for a whole different show. When it's 54-0 at halftime, you've done your job, haven't you?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I was very pleased with how we started and the way we played. Challenged them all week. It's one of the few times I've ever been brutally honest with our kids in terms of by far we were the better team. So how are we going to handle that responsibility, and are we mature enough to handle that? And they answered it. So I was very pleased with that and thought we started fast, thought we did a lot of really good things early, and thought we had another really good game defensively, especially in the first half. So did a lot of things building off of Kilgore from a defensive standpoint, and so very pleased with the way we started and the way we played.
The way the defense did play, was it line play that stayed so much in their backfield, or line and linebackers, or just all 11 together ended up in their backfield, it seemed like, on a regular basis?
Yeah, I think defensively it's always going to come down to all 11 being on the same page. So a lot of it is just they're just, as each week goes by, they're feeling more comfortable with the scheme defensively. A lot of things are starting to click with our pressures and the timing, and so I think it's all that put together. So that's one thing we talk about defensively. Even if sometimes we maybe do not make the right check, as long as we communicate it and all 11 of us are on the same page, we're still fine. What gets you defensively is when you maybe have 6 doing one thing and 5 doing another, and then that's when, explosives happens and breakdown and coverages happen. So doing a really good job of communicating and all on the same page. So I think it's more of that and just them feeling more comfortable with the change in scheme and more reps at it. And so that's where a lot of it is going defensively.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that you got to play a whole lot of folks. I was having to scramble and get my roster out on a regular basis to see who you had out there defensively. So at this point in time of the season, to still be able to play a lot of players and you get them some time and get them some reps, it was all a good thing.
It's all a great thing. The more we can have involved, the better. So because you never know when those reps are going to come back into play later in the season. If you've got to make a change or there's an injury. So that's great. That was great that we were able to play that many and still have success.
And for Harper, another interception, another return. Good for him. Came right to him.
It sure did. And so I'm loving that. And anytime our defense can pick up points, that's big.
I kind of like to use these programs sometimes as an educational thing that folks get to maybe an insight on something that they don't normally do. Running clock. I'm sure you had it a lot at your Alto days. I know I saw it a lot when I was doing 10-hour games. It happens. Who initiates that? How does that happen that it ends up happening in a course of a ball game?
The home team. The home team initiates it. Both teams have to agree. I have mixed emotions on it, but at the same time, I understand it. It's initiated by the home team. Officials come over. Make sure the other team is good, and as long as both coaches agree, then it happens. So I get it. Don't necessarily like it all the times, but I also understand.
Yeah. Well, I guess when things are a little lopsided at halftime and you kind of see the end of the tunnel, as it were, you're kind of forced into a situation, aren't you?
Yeah, and it goes back to what we talked about a second ago. We were able to get a lot of kids in. Well, they still deserve, in my opinion, they still deserve the full time. They practice all week. We can change some of the things we do scheme-wise to help. Like you said earlier, we don't have to sit back there and air it out. But we got kids that still need reps, and they've earned those reps throughout the week. And so sometimes when it's running clock, you take those away. So once again, I've got mixed emotions on it. I can't say that I've ever been on the other side of it and said, hey, run the clock. I sit there and keep coaching our kids, and whatever the score comes out to be, it comes out to be. I mean, it's our job to be prepared and go play, and I have been on the other side of it. But running the clock had never crossed my mind. But once again, it's part of it. I think everybody can tell right now by my answer I have mixed emotions about it.
I'm sure you do. Most coaches probably do, and so it's just I thought we'd touch on that and talk about it a little bit and kind of give folks some insight as to how that actually transpires. Definitely a fine win for the Lions over Maybank. Pine Tree this week, and we'll talk about Pine Tree in just a moment.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings each Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the indoor facility meeting room. Coach Meeks will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game nights, get great food at the Booster Club concession stand, as well as all your Henderson Lions gear at the Booster Club merchandise trailer. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
And we're back once again here with Henderson coach Ricky Meeks as the Lions get set to take on Pine Tree, and a very important district contest. I know everybody's kind of looking at Kilgore and Lindale, and they can have all the fun and games that they want on Friday night. This Henderson Pine Tree thing, this has got playoff implications all over it.
Yeah, it does. It's a big one. But that's what's awesome about our district is really and truly each week there's a big game, and most of the time it could be any of the three matchups. So very excited about playing in a meaningful game. And happy for our kids. I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in position to handle that, and so Pine Tree's a really good team despite their record. Playing with a lot of new kids this year, they graduated a lot. In the last couple of games, some things have started to click for them. So we're going to have to be ready to go and ready to play early.
Well, you mentioned the record and everything and who they've played. I realize times change and teams change and programs change and all that kind of stuff over the years, but I'm old enough to know that you show me a team that's beat Dallas Carter 2 years in a row, that gets my attention real fast.
Yeah, no doubt. And not neutral sites. One of those they went to Carter and beat them, and so Coach Bachman does a phenomenal job. They're going to be prepared. They play very aggressive. Like they've got a mentality and a new culture over there. It's not the Pine Tree that maybe a lot of people remember from 20 and 30 years ago. Like it's a different set of kids and a different program, and so we're going to have to be ready to go from the jump. Their kids are going to be excited. Once again, they're sitting in a good spot in district, just like we are. Preseason doesn't matter. They're, like I said, they've played really well the last couple of weeks, and definitely well enough that we're going to have our hands full.
Is 3 wins kind of the spots you need to be in? At least 3 to even remotely think about playoffs?
I think you got to have 3 to even think about it, but 3 doesn't solidify anything. I think the right 3 might. But, it's kind of the same situation as last year, minus the Kilgore win. Henderson got to 3 wins and kind of faded at the end, and those 3 wins didn't matter. So the swing game is probably this one, just like it was last year, and I think things are shaping up in the district race to kind of fall under the same mold. The winner of this game definitely has, a nice seat. Now, it's still not over with. You still got to go perform the last 2, and, if you don't get another one, you got to have some things go your way. But you're sitting in a good spot. So I think this is, like you said, definitely a big game for the playoff race.
When you look at Pine Tree as a team, skill-wise, the defensive line, I mean, player for player, it seems like quite an interesting matchup here, doesn't it?
I agree with you. You know, they're talented in the skill spots. They got a couple defensive linemen that have kind of bothered us all week. That we've got to know where they're at when they adjust their alignments to our formations. They can cause some problems if we don't identify where they've moved to. Safety, number 14. He plays some safety and receiver. I think he's their best skill kid on the team. Quarterback really doesn't kind of fit the mold of the last few we've played, but he is a really good passer. Throws the ball really well, gets it out of his hand very quick. So it's going to be hard for us to get home if we can get some pressure on him. He's not one of the better runners that we've seen all year, but he probably is one of the better passers that we've faced up to this point. So, you know, it does. It's a little bit interesting. They do have a little old school feel to their offense. They still get in the gun, but they'll get under center in the eye and run power and counter right at you. They want to control the line of scrimmage, and that's the part of it that makes us a little nervous, because the last couple weeks they've done a really good job of that. And so they've moved some kids around. I think their personnel is starting to match up the way they want it. They're very aggressive in the O-line and D-line, and they got a lot of confidence right now. So it is an interesting matchup in terms of kind of what we've seen up to this point, and the way we match up to that.
Well, you mentioned the quarterback, big kid. In its own weird way, go back a few weeks, kind of reminds me of the kid that Gainesville ended up playing that night. I mean, a really big kid, doesn't run very much, but like you say, he can throw the ball downfield.
He can. He throws it well, and they're going to be better in the offensive line than Gainesville, so he's going to have a little bit more time to get the ball down the field. But he is a big kid, and you know, like I said, up to this point, hadn't shown that he's ran well. I don't think they intend to run him, but they probably could run him on short yardage stuff just because of his size and length. So I think we've got to defend the pass in the quick game. They get the ball out really quick, try to get it to their kids in space, and make you come tackle them.
Okay, very good. Well, again, it's Henderson and Pine Tree on Friday night. We're going to come back, continue with our program in just a moment.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings each Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the indoor facility meeting room. Coach Meeks will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game nights, get great food at the Booster Club concession stand, as well as all your Henderson Lions gear at the Booster Club merchandise trailer. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
And we're back once again with Ricky Meeks talking about the Friday night contest with Henderson and Pine Tree. Very important ball game as far as district is concerned. The guys, especially your seniors, you talked about the fact that we're right back where we were a year ago, and played a really good first half at Pine Tree. Second half kind of got away from us, and that ended up kind of in its own way of being our downfall for the remainder of the season. Do they talk much about that at all, about how they want to kind of, get that second half back and play a full game this time?
You know, honestly, no. And maybe part of that is me. Like, I want, I'm a big believer in what matters today. Kind of like our practice already. Like, we didn't talk about the game. We talked about practice. And so I try to keep them out of the past, and I try to keep them out of the future. So I can't say that conversation just came up a whole lot. Honestly, I don't think it will. We want to try to keep them out of that world. Let's keep working on where we're at, what we know we have to do in the game to be successful, and bad memories are not going to help us with that.
Yeah. Well, having said that, then over the course of the last 2 months especially, but maybe the last 6-7 months as a whole, are you seeing this team taking on the personality of a team that you want them to have?
I think so, and I see it across the program, which is the bigger picture. For from my desk throughout the week, things I look at and think about. That's the mindset that we've got to have. Like what's going to matter today for us to be successful on Friday? What is my job? How can I perform it? What do I need to do so the guys around me can be successful? And in return, then I'm successful. And that's the mentality we've got to take on. It doesn't matter who we play. How do I get better? And our kids are doing a good job of that. And they're starting to understand that every role that we have, whether it's one of the 88 starting positions on a Friday night, the 6 special teams, offense and defense, or my role during the week, giving a scout look, they're doing a really good job of understanding the importance of all that. If my only rep is playing left guard on punt, and we only punt one time, and I don't do my job and the punt gets blocked, that drops our chances of winning. So, that's hard for kids today because it's such an instant gratification world that we live in with social media and parents and community that it's hard for them to understand those things. And so they're doing a really good job of buying into that thinking, and in return, we're having really good success. And so we've got to continue to build on that, continue to grow that within the program, 6th grade pre-athletics all the way up to seniors. And that's the foundation then that really good success is gonna thrive on moving forward.
Yeah. Part of the success thing here, and on one hand, I hate to even bring this up because I don't want to jinx you at all, but between interceptions and fumbles, turnovers for this team have been just incredibly minimal. That's amazing to see.
It has. So I hope. But we have. I mean, and it's once again, it's our thought process during the week. It's the way we go about practice. Those things are constantly talked about through drills and through through drills and group work and teamwork. Like, things that are important, we really emphasize, and obviously that's one of them. We want every possession to end in a kick, not a turnover. So we either need to punt it back to them or we need to be kicking a field goal or an extra point. Those are the types of things that matter. And so we have been very fortunate, but it's because of our mindset and the way we practice and the things we emphasize. It might happen one night, but we've been able to minimize it up to this point, and hopefully we continue to do so. Yeah.
Well, and like I say, if you want things to end up in a kick, we'll let Navarro get his work in. Mason Jones hadn't punted in a while, and I'm sure he's not complaining.
He's not complaining at all. Not at all. Neither are we.
Very good. Well, Henderson Pine Tree, again, it's talent-wise, it just seems like it's going to be a fantastic matchup. What do you need to see out of your guys?
Continue defensively. We got to continue to play aggressive. We're in an aggressive mindset, so we can't fall back into passive play. We're doing a really good job in the line of scrimmage up to this point, so we got to continue that. Offensively, you've already hit on it. We've got to continue to protect the ball and not give Pine Tree free possessions, and continue with our importance in special teams. Once again, our guys have really bought into that mindset. Sure, it's not a third of the game, but there is enough of the game in special teams that you can get yourself beat in a heartbeat if you don't take them seriously. So starting fast and playing aggressive, I think we'll be in a good spot come the fourth quarter and definitely have a great game.
Fantastic. As always, appreciate the time. Good luck in the contest.
Thank you very much.
You've been listening to the Henderson Lions Football Coaches Show, presented by the Henderson Football Booster Club. Stay with us now for live coverage of Henderson Lions football, right here on KWRD and E-Tex Radio Group Station.
Simply Electric is a local family-owned and operated business by Willie and Rochelle Odom, who provide the community with quality electrical services. They do residential, commercial, industrial, and oil field electrician work. Willie is a licensed electrician who will have your back and then some. Visit them at 806 West Main Street in Henderson or call them at 903-863-2311. It's Simply Electric.
For fully customized tarps built as tough as you, TarpWorks has you covered. TarpWorks serves the agriculture industry with tarps for livestock trailers, the freight industry covering the dump trucks and trailers, and the oil and gas industry. They have replacement parts and tarps and full systems in stock. TarpWorks even has slider systems. Whether you have a single truck or a fleet of 100, call 903-657-8987 or visit tarpworks.com. That's TARPWORX.com.
Ready to enhance your natural beauty? At Allure Aesthetics and Medical Spa, we specialize in helping you look refreshed, rejuvenated, and confident. From Botox and fillers to PDO threads, hydrofacials, skin treatments, medical weight loss, and much more. We're your trusted destination for safe, stunning results. Operated under the supervision of a medical director, nurse practitioner, and myself, a registered nurse. You can feel confident knowing you're in expert hands. We're located in Henderson, Texas. Book now at AllureAestheticsMedicalSpa.com.
Since 1965, Cook & Son Roofing has been the local, reliable company helping folks with roofs, gutters, and ventilation. From new construction to remodels, even providing 24-hour emergency roof repairs from storm damage. They have a relationship with all the local insurance companies, so they understand how to assist you in the process, making it easier for you in times when you need it the most. Find them at cookandsonroofing.com. For a roof well done, call Cook & Son, 903-655-0997.
At Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service, you can count on technicians who know your vehicle and will repair your vehicle with precise care. Whether it be foreign or domestic, car, truck, or even big rig, Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service will diagnose your problem and seamlessly repair your vehicle's issues. It's time to get that repair done on your vehicle, so be sure to see the pros at Cooper First Automotive and Truck Repair, located at 3486 Highway 79 South in Henderson. Cooper First Automotive is a proud sponsor of Henderson High School sports for the 25-26 season.
It's time for Henderson Lions football. Henderson Football is a sports presentation of the E-Tex Radio Group and KWRD, with broadcast rights granted by the Henderson Independent School District. Tonight's game is on KWRD 1470 and 98.5 and is being streamed online at KWRD985.com. You can also watch the game on the KWRD Facebook page and the Henderson ISD website. Henderson Football is brought to you by
AT&T Allcom, Randall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Gas and Supply, Griffiths Towing, Allure Academy, Henderson Football Boosters, Fairway Ford, Ballou Brothers, General Shelters, S&N Cleaners, Peterson's Home Furnishings, MTC, Wallace & Sons Wrecker Service, Cooper First Automotive, Cook & Son Roofing, Allure Aesthetics, TarpWorks, Simply Electric.
Now for tonight's game, let's go out to the stadium. Here's Mark McLean.
And from Henderson Lions Stadium, it is game number 8 of the 2025 football season as the Henderson Lions play host to the Pine Tree Pirates in a very important District 9 4A Division I contest. Appreciate you joining us here this evening. Mark McLean here, Jason Martin on our cameras tonight as always, Ken White as always on our video production. And we are glad that you are with us here this evening for this one, wherever you are and however you're getting us on KWRD 1470 or 98.5, on our KWRD YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, network1sports.com, KWRD985.com. Whether you're streaming us, listening to us off the radio, we appreciate you doing that and get you ready for what should be a heck of a contest here tonight. Henderson 5-2 on the season. They are 2-1 in district play. Pine Tree 3-3 on the season. Pirates come in here tonight 1-1 in district play after having last week off with their open date. Henderson last week was out at Maybank taking care of business there, rebounding after the loss to Kilgore. Ran up a 54-0 halftime lead en route to a 61-20 victory over Maybank in the contest last Friday night. But here tonight, kind of a situation where the Lions, we're right back where we were a year ago, as the Lions went over to Pine Tree Stadium last year about this time in need of a win to propel themselves and keep going with the district chances of playoffs. And Pine Tree came back with a couple of turnovers that they turned into touchdowns in the second half. Ended up winning that ball game last year. 35-25 was the final in that one. I believe it's a Veterans Night here at Lions Stadium. I know there'll be some pregame activities going on down on the field here in just a moment, so we'll listen for that and get ready for that coming up here shortly. But that will also include both teams, and they have not made their way out of the locker room facilities just yet. So this one here tonight, Lions really need to get the victory to because you're looking at Chapel Hill and Lindale coming up for Henderson. From a Pine Tree standpoint, they still have Chapel Hill, Lindale, and Palestine to finish out the season. And so both teams have tough contests coming up next couple of weeks. And this one here tonight goes a long way to decide who ends up perhaps in this playoff race. Come the time everything shakes out. Pine Tree got the benefactor of that win last week, 35-25 over Henderson. Ended up propelling them to a 10-2 season. They went into the playoffs, hosted Bridge City, won that one 35-28, then lost by a point to Stafford Spartans in their second round playoff game last year. 14-13 ended up being the final in that one. Of course, as far as the Lions are concerned, 601 wins in program history. Got that 601 last Friday night at Maybank, but they haven't made the playoffs since 2019. Lost out to Midlothian in my district in that particular season that ended up at 6-5. So Lions would like to get back into the playoffs for the first time in years, and to do that, you really need to take care of business here tonight at Lions Stadium. As far as around District 9-4A is concerned, Kilgore is at 3-0, Lindale at 2-0. Those two teams playing each other tonight. Of course, Henderson at 2-1, Pine Tree at 1-1, Chapel Hill at 1-2, Maybank is 0-2, Palestine is 0-3. The games that are going on tonight include the big contest at Lindale with Kilgore and Lindale playing. Maybank is playing at Chapel Hill tonight. Palestine has the night off for this evening. Look back to last week in case you missed any of those. Kilgore got a 28-7 win over Chapel Hill. Again, Henderson got that 61-20 victory at Maybank. Lindale was taking care of Palestine last week, 44-14. Pine Tree is coming off of their open week in preparation for this one here tonight. Henderson will have an open week next week, but lots of business to take care of in this contest here tonight. In the meantime, Justin Starling, senior running back, continues his quest for the all-time rushing leader in Henderson history. According to my calculations, my rural Gregg County math, he needs 220 yards to break the record of Joe Wiley set back in 1967 and 68. 220 yards is all he needs. And from a touchdown standpoint, as far as career touchdowns, we haven't really talked about that a lot. He's kind of in the running for that as well. Joe Wiley had 61 career touchdowns, and Starling has 51 going into play tonight. So he's 10 touchdowns off of that. Crazy thing is, for Justin Starling, he has 52 touchdowns in his 3 seasons on the varsity team. 52. 1 touchdown reception in all of that. 51 of them have been rushing touchdowns for Starling. So he has definitely gotten it all done on the ground as far as that is concerned. Going into play tonight, Vince Howard, a quarterback, 812 yards passing, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. Blake Meeks, 438 yards with 5 touchdowns and an interception. For Pine Tree, Colton Croft is their junior quarterback, 83 of 148 on the season, over 1,000 yards, 1,202 yards passing. He has 11 touchdowns, but he has thrown 8 interceptions coming into play tonight. For Henderson, Corey Harper has 2 interceptions in the last 2 ball games, both returning them for touchdowns. So he's getting some interceptions. Croft has thrown a few interceptions, so we'll see if that shakes out at all. Henderson defensively, they've recovered 5 fumbles on the season. One of those a touchdown for Jordan Irvin back in the first game of the season out in Athens. 6 interceptions on the season for Henderson defensively, 2 of those for touchdowns for Corey Harper in the last couple of weeks. The Lions average giving up 22.2 points per ball game. Pine Tree is averaging 31.8 points per game. Henderson offensively, on the other hand, Lions come in here tonight averaging right at 49 points a ball game. 49 points a game for the Lions offensively. So you put all that together and all those numbers, something has got to shake out here tonight between these 2 ball clubs. As again, Kilgore and Lindale, they will battle it out for the top 2 spots in their ball game tonight at Lindale. This one here is going to be right there. The team that wins this one is going to be right there in the conversation and in the mix with those other 2 teams with the games that they have coming up in the next couple of weeks. This is our S&N Cleaners pregame show here at Henderson Lions Stadium. Beautiful night for a high school football game. Partly cloudy skies, 84 degrees. Light breeze, very light, about 6 miles an hour. 50% on the humidity here this evening as the Henderson Lions make their way out on the field through the run-through. Lions in the red jerseys tonight, all red, exception of the headgear. Red jerseys, white numerals, red pants, get the blue helmets as they make their way out on the field. Jason Martin has joined us out on the camera here tonight, and Ken White on our video production. Jason has had a busy night because it is Veterans Night. There's some veterans on the field, and Chad Boatwright will have our pregame activities here in just a moment. That usually involves both teams, so we're waiting on Pine Tree to make their entrance out on the field. We'll get the veterans ceremonies underway here this evening. But Jason has had a busy night because of Sadler's and Hormel hosting the veterans in the Ash Room earlier this evening. So Jason has been involved in hosting that, giving tours of the press box and showing everybody where Ken White does his job. He just passed right over me and kept going. He wanted to show everybody what Ken does. And Ken does a lot back there on it. That's why he's on his own row, because I don't want to have anything to do with it, and I don't want to mess anything up. So that's how that works. But Jason is out there on the photo deck, so we appreciate him. Pine Tree has made their way out on the field. Pirates will be wearing the white jerseys tonight with the dark navy blue numbers. Got the yellow pants that they will wear tonight, and I believe dark blue on the helmets as well for Pine Tree this evening. Again, Pine Tree at 3-3 on the season. Wins over Dallas Carter, Hallsville, and Maybank. That came after they lost the first 2 games of the year to Gilmer and Van. All right, let's go down the field here. Chad Boatwright has got our pregame veterans ceremonies.
We have several of them lined up in the field down here, and we're back to the 25-yard line. And we thank them for their
unselfish service to our country.
We have our veterans lined up out on the field, and now we have a pregame ceremony.
Service to others. I don't like to use the word sacrifice, but we veterans do what others can't or won't, and y'all are worth it. Being a veteran also means we learn to like people who are Dallas Cowboys fans, or Boston Bruins fans, or Golden State Warrior fans, or New York Yankees fans, because we're from all over the country. And if you're really lucky, you even get to serve with people who are from Puerto Rico, or Guam, or the U.S. Virgin Islands, and even people who weren't even born in the United States, like Guatemala and Mexico. So you're going to encounter people from all over the world. You don't have a choice. You know, you can't leave. So being a veteran is learning how to get the job done. And it's all for somebody else. It's not for you. That's what being a veteran means to me.
My name is Colleen Limp. I'm a retired Marine veteran. So just wanted to talk a little bit about the history between Hormel and the service. I'm also a employee of Sadler's and under Hormel. I've been with them for 25 years. And they do a lot for veterans. And this is our fourth year celebrating veterans with Hormel. For more than 130 years, Hormel has stood proudly beside American fighting men and women. From the days of the Spanish-American War to the modern battlefields of today, our commitment to those who served has never wavered. At Hormel and Sadler's, we know that freedom is never free. That's why we continue to honor those who have worn the uniform, men and women whose courage, sacrifice, and service make our work possible every day. When the nation called, Hormel answered, helping fuel our troops with hearty, dependable food. During World War II, that dedication helped inspire the creation of Spam, a meal that kept our soldiers fed on the front lines and became a symbol of American resilience. Today, the spirit lives on through our partners at Sadler's Smokehouse, where craftsmanship, quality, and care come together to bring families and servicemen alike the fantastic, authentic taste of home. From the Spanish-American War to today, Hormel and Sadler's are proud to stand with our heroes. Thank you, all veterans.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand to honor America as the national anthem is played by the Henderson High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Craig Haney.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for a moment of student expression. Tonight's invocation will be led by Perry Chenault, son of David and Lena Chenault.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your glorious works and grace. I pray that everyone on and off the field stays safe while we engage in tonight's game. I want to thank you for allowing us to come together with sportsmanship and kind hearts. Help us to glorify you in all that we do tonight. We love you and thank you. It's in Jesus' name, holy name, I pray. Amen.
All right, so our Veterans Night ceremonies here at Lions Stadium. Get the captains out on the field and get ready for the start of this contest. It's our S&A Cleaners pregame show here tonight at Lions Stadium. Again, it is the Henderson Lions at 5-2 on the season, 2-1 in district play. Pine Tree 3-3 on the season, 1-1 in District 9 for a Division I play. As far as these two teams historically, Charlie Franklin, saw him in the press box a short time ago. Charlie tells me that there was a time where Henderson could not lose to Pine Tree. Well, this is, I believe, the 46th meeting between the two schools, and Henderson has won 32 of them, dating back to 1953, 32-13. Again, Pine Tree got the better, though, of the Lions last year. 35-25 was the final in that one. All right, I think we are just about ready to get this contest underway here tonight at Lions Stadium. Again, we thank you very much for joining us wherever you may be, whether you're doing the traditional radio thing tonight on KWRD 1470, 98.5, on our KWRD YouTube page, or YouTube channel, doing the video, Facebook page as well, streaming on network1sports.com. Lots of different ways to get this ball game, and wherever you are and however you are getting us, we thank you very much for doing that. Looking forward to a contest here tonight. Should be a lot of fun, to say the least. And these games, you know, when you're playing big games in October that mean something, well, that's what it's all about, to be able to do that sort of thing. For Pine Tree, Julian Ibarra has the football teed up, and he will kick off. Henderson will take the ball first here tonight, as we are just about ready to get this contest underway. Ibarra, left-footed kicker, and it's just going to be a high pooch kick that's going to be taken over at the 28-yard line. Looks like Mason Jones on the return, out past the 35 up to about the 37. And so Henderson is going to have pretty decent field position to start this ball game. 11:51 to go in this first quarter. So Henderson going left to right as we look at him here this evening. So Henderson at their own 38-yard line. Lions from the shotgun. Vince Howard fakes a handoff, launches this one downfield, and this one is going to be incomplete. Penalty flag comes flying on the first play of the game on a pass downfield intended for Amari Murphy over on the far side of the field. For Pine Tree, Boston Johnson back defending on the play.
Pass intended for number 3, Amari Murphy.
Another defender back there for Pine Tree was Desmond Williams.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 12. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So the penalty is going to be marked off. Desmond Williams, junior, defensive back. It's called for that infraction. Moves football up to the Pine Tree 48-yard line. Again, a pass downfield, and this one is going to be overthrown. So Lions come out swinging here tonight.
and sling it,
Pass intended for number
if you will.
15, Lamar Coleman.
Lamarian Coleman, the intended receiver, down inside the 20. Pass incomplete as Howard just a little bit off target, but the Lions right back to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again. Next play, running play for Starling. Starling spins out of a tackle, gets inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line for Justin Starling and his first carry in the ball game here tonight. Lions right back to the line of scrimmage, going left to right against Vince Howard, the quarterback, motion across the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Starling, and Starling stutter stepping, trying to find some place to go, and can't, as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage at the 40-yard line. DeKalen Stein, the center, DeKaren Pelham, quick guard, Ryan Malone, tackle. Grayson Herrera and Zayden Castleberry at the other guard. Caleb Pelham at the tackle. Get Vince Howard, quarterback. Justin Starling in the backfield behind him, and Henderson is going to have to call for a timeout. Mason Jones, Mari Murphy, and Lamarian Coleman, the receivers.
They're first of the half.
Henderson calls for a quick timeout early in this ball game here this evening. So with a 0-0 score and 10:51 to go in this first quarter, we'll step aside and take a break as well. This is Henderson football. It's on KWRD 1470 98.5.
Here's Colton Wallace talking about Wallace & Sons Wrecker in Henderson.
I love giving this service. This is what I've always done, and I love it. It makes me feel good that I can take care of somebody when they're in need. If y'all ever feel like y'all are in need of this service, promise you right now, you can call me and I can come get you anywhere. I service Longview, Kilgore, Jacksonville, Carthage, Marshall, all them areas.
Call 903-657-7271 for Wallace & Son Wrecker Service in Henderson.
0-0 our score here this evening at Henderson Lions Stadium. First quarter of the contest here tonight, Service of Gas and Supply. And as you just heard, Wallace & Sons Wrecker Service. For Henderson, down marker says 4th down and 3. Direct snap in the backfield and lunging forward, but not getting the first down on the running play. I believe it was Lamarian Coleman for Henderson on the run. Pine Tree comes up big on a 4th down play.
Pine Tree has recovered.
So it's going to be first down the other way. 10:45 to go here in this opening quarter. No score. So Pine Tree will have the football for the first time tonight at their own 38-yard line. Pine Tree, Colton Croft is their quarterback. Operates from the shotgun. Handoff to the running back straight ahead. Not much on that carry. One big defensive play for Pine Tree. Deserves another defensive play for Henderson.
33.
Previous carry, I believe, was Jaden Servia. As Pine Tree up to the line of scrimmage. Single back in the backfield next to Croft, the quarterback. Croft kind of yelling out instructions where he wants everybody to go, and it's going to be a pass over to the far side of the field. Pass is broken up by Braylon Walker on a pass that was intended for Tabron Homer. It's going to bring up a 3rd down situation for Pine Tree. 3rd and 9. Football at the 40-yard line. Pine Tree will send 2 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 here to the near side. Croft, the quarterback, single back in the backfield with him. Football resting right at the 40-yard line. Pine Tree going right to left. Croft back to pass. Pass across the middle of the field is going to be caught on the reception. Rashad Wofford. Wofford gets down inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line before Corey Harper runs him down from behind. So Wofford on the reception all the way down to the 20. That's a 41-yard gain and Pine Tree first down. So all the way down to the 20-yard line. Big play, not fine pass for Colton Croft. Not a very mobile quarterback, but he stood there. He kind of reminds us a little bit of the Gainesville quarterback that they needed that night. Just a big kid, 6'3", 200-pounder. Takes the snap from center here, fires a pass out to the far side of the field. Catch is going to be made over there. Henderson quick to the point of attack as the pass went to Ashton Valentine. Valentine, a 5'9" senior. 18 receptions coming into the ball game tonight. Give him 19 now. Short gain on the play, though. Football just inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Pine Tree back to the line of scrimmage. Croft, the quarterback, single running back next to him. Fakes a handoff. Pass across the middle, and this one is going to be in and out of the hands of Henderson defensive back Braylon Walker. Stepped in front of the intended receiver, looked like he was going to get the interception, and then couldn't hang on. Stops the clock with 8:50 to go here in this first quarter. Third and 9 for Pine Tree at the Henderson 19-yard line. Again, Croft, the quarterback, motion across the backfield, takes a snap from center, throws a quick pass here to the near sideline, and a quick tackle made as well, right at the 19-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle for Henderson was Justin Howard on a pass that came out here to Valentine, and it's going to bring up fourth down for Pine Tree. And that is going to bring on Julian Ibarra to attempt what will be a 35-yard field goal. Boston Johnson will hold it for him. Bad snap, but Ibarra is able to get the kick away, and the left footer drills it through. 35 yards on the field goal for Ibarra. And Pine Tree with 8:06 to go here in this first quarter. Takes their opening drive, and they drive it down the field and get a field goal out of it. 35-yard field goal from Ibarra, and Pine Tree leads the ball game by 3-0 score. So 3-0 Pine Tree, that is our score. We're back in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
Management Training Corporation is hiring. They offer highly competitive pay, excellent promotional opportunities, MTC college tuition reimbursement, paid internships towards a career in substance abuse counseling. MTC offers 401k, health insurance, dental insurance, vision coverage, and finally, paid time off, including holidays. This is the game-changing career you've been looking for. Apply at mtcjobs.com and make the first step of your new career.
Back once again here at Henderson Lions Stadium. 3-0. Pine Tree leads it. And Ibarra, after the 35-yard field goal, will now kick off for Pine Tree.
get a high kick that'll head toward Mason Jones over on the far sideline. Jones sidestepping a tackler, still on his feet, down that Pine Tree sideline. Will gain some extra yardage. Be interesting to see where they end up marking him out of bounds. As Jones just tippy-toeing down that sideline over right in front of the Pine Tree bench. They're going to mark him out of bounds on the Henderson side of midfield. Maybe. It might, yeah, just barely. So right at midfield is where that football is going to be spotted. And with 8:02 to go in this first quarter, Henderson back to the line of scrimmage. Motion across the backfield. Deckard in motion. Pass downfield. This one's going to be caught by Lamarian Coleman right at the 30-yard line. Immediate tackle made for Pine Tree defensively by Boston Johnson, but not until Henderson got the pass play from midfield down to the 29 for a 21-yard gain. And Henderson right back to the line of scrimmage. Howard this time looks left, fires one toward the end zone. This one is going to be incomplete. Penalty flag comes flying in from the middle of the end zone.
Intended for number 3, Amari Murphy falls in.
Amari Murphy, the intended receiver. And back defending on the play once again for Pine Tree was Desmond Williams. He got flagged earlier in the game. Official that threw that flag came through it from a long distance away. See if we get the official call here.
Pass was uncatchable. Second down.
All right, so Daniel Pipak, our referee, tells us that it was uncatchable. So football stays at the 29-yard line. So Daniel Pipak, our referee. John Cannon is the umpire. Spencer Ashmore, line judge. Pierce Pipak, headlinesman. Mike Nichols, back judge. Chad Bradley is the side judge. And Randall McGill, the field judge on this Tyler chapter here tonight. Second down, Henderson at the Pine Tree 29. Coleman across the backfield in motion. And it'll be Howard on a direct run, trying to get the block out there on the edge and just couldn't get it.
Vince Howard on the keeper for.
Haven't seen Vince Howard really do too much of that this year. He did some last year on the direct runs and a lot of running plays. Haven't seen him do much of that this year. Tries it there and gains a yard to the 28-yard line. For Pine Tree, Aiden Smith, David Lively, Derek Kalulu across the front line. As we go back to play, again, it's going to be Howard on the carry down at the 25-yard line. Rick Bratton, sophomore, also defensively out there. Brayson Woods, Dalen Montgomery, Lonnie Brown, linebackers. Rashad Wofford, Anthony Anderson. The corners, Jaden Sevilla, Boston Johnson, and the safeties. And again, Desmond Williams playing a lot of corner out there as well for Pine Tree. Football at the 25-yard line. It's going to be fourth down situation, so it brings on Ivan Navarro to attempt a field goal. This one from the 32-yard line, so a 42-yard attempt for Navarro. His 42-yard field goal is off to the side, no good. Navarro was 3 for 3 on field goal attempts. And that one just off to the side. With 6:22 to go in this first quarter. Seems like we've had a lot go on in this first quarter. Ibarra got his field goal for Pine Tree. Henderson misses a field goal. And now it's Pine Tree football once again with 6:18 to go in this first quarter. Pirates start the drive at their own 25-yard line. Running play straight ahead. Jacarius Timmons on the carry that time for Pine Tree.
On the stop, number 16, Justin Howard.
Timmons
A gain of 8 yards.
coming into the ball game tonight, 196 yards rushing on 39 carries. He has 40 carries now. Moves the football up to the 33-yard line. Pine Tree going left to right as we look at him. Again, Croft, the quarterback. Quick pass comes near side, incomplete. For the Lions, Corey Harper kind of reaching in there on Valentine, trying to knock that ball away. Close to getting there just a touch too early, but no flag, no foul. First quarter tonight, service of Wallace & Sons Wrecker Service, also gas and supply. 3-0 Pine Tree leads it. Pirates looking at a 3rd and 3 situation at their own 33-yard line. Valentine in motion across the backfield. Quick pass right across the middle. And off to the races again is Pine Tree. This is going to be Boston Johnson on the reception. Makes a tackler miss. Gets inside the 15. All the way down to the 10-yard line. That is a 56-yard gain on the pass play. Croft to Boston Johnson.
Corey Harper. And that will be good enough for the Pirates. First down.
Corey Harper had to run him down from behind. And football gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. It is 1st and goal, Pine Tree. Pirates leading it 3-0, looking for more. And single back in the backfield. It'll be a handoff straight ahead. Lion defense clamps down on the ball carrier, but the pile gets moved forward down to about the 5-yard line. Jacarius Timmons on the carry. And defensively for Henderson, Marion Williams out there, Cole Lushner. Of course, Jordan Irvin out there as well as Dakota Benavidez. Jake Bishop out there at a linebacker spot right now as Pine Tree back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Croft takes a snap from center, drops back to pass, fires one toward the front of the end zone. Penalty flag comes flying in. Catch was made by Valentine, but we do have a penalty flag. This might go offensively. Had 2 receivers in the area. And we may have offensive interference. We'll get the call here.
Pass interference. Offense, number 15. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Yeah, had a couple of Pine Tree receivers in the left corner of the end zone. And apparently Wofford interfered with a Henderson defender. Valentine made the reception right there at the goal line and scored. But now the penalty is going to move the yardage back to the 21-yard line. Timmons, the single back in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 21. Croft calls out the signals. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Croft, fake handoff, looks that way. Man wide open, but he got turned around on the pass pattern. As a pass intended for Valentine. Valentine was looking over his left shoulder. Pass went over his right. Incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Pine Tree, Boston Johnson back in the ball game. At a receiver spot. He'll split out wide to the far side of the field. Valentine goes out there with him. Wofford is wide here to the near side of the field. Pine Tree operates from the near side hash mark. Croft back to pass, fires it toward the end zone. This one is incomplete. Way over the head of the intended receiver. Only player that really got a hand on it was a Henderson defensive back. But it's going to bring up 4th down situation, and that will bring on Julian Ibarra once again to attempt a field goal. Johnson will hold it for him. This time, field goal will be the ball will be put down at the 28, so a 38-yard attempt from the near side hash mark. Ibarra's kick, well, it's going to be blocked over here toward the near sideline. And it'll be Henderson football. Henderson faithful, appreciate the effort there. 3:48 to go in this first quarter. Can't really tell who got in there and blocked the field goal from a Henderson standpoint, but the Lions will take over at their own 24-yard line. So Henderson trying to get something going offensively here this evening. So far, haven't been able to muster too much from the 24. Motion across the backfield from Coleman. For Henderson, handoff to Starling. Started one way, turns around, comes back the other way. Gets what he can till he is brought down.
On the carry, number 2, D. Starling.
Defensively, Jaden Sevilla, among others, in on the tackle.
14, Boston Johnson,
Pine Tree defensive backs seem to carry quite a load when it comes to the number of tackles that are being made. Sometimes that's not a good thing, but apparently for Pine Tree it works okay. Here is a pass to the far side of the field, and this one is going to be dropped. Blake Meeks with the pass downfield. Pass intended for Amari Murphy. Little bit underthrown. Pine Tree defender was right there with him. So it's going to have the football still at the 26-yard line. For Henderson, it is a 3rd and 9 situation. So Meeks at quarterback. Starling, the single back in the backfield, motion across the backfield, but whistle blows, penalty flag down prior to the start of the play.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 3. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So Amari Murphy got a little bit of a head start on the play that time. 3-0, Pine Tree leads it. We have 3:04 to go here in this first quarter of play. Both teams very much in contention for a playoff spot. Much more in contention if you win this ball game here tonight. 3rd down, now Meeks back to pass. Looking downfield, here comes the pressure, and Meeks just ends up throwing it. Ball never got back to the line of scrimmage, and I don't think there was a receiver in sight either. I expect to see a penalty flag come flying out on this one here in just a moment, as the Pine Tree defensive line came flying in. Penalty flag is down at the 9-yard line.
Intentional ground. Offense, number 9. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Loss of down. 4th down.
So the Pine Tree defensive line certainly did their job there. Came flying through, got the pressure on Blake Meeks. Ends up just trying to get rid of the football. Nobody was there. And Mason Jones will have to do something he hasn't done in a couple of ball games, and that's punt from his end zone. High kick, fair catch signaled for and taken by Boston Johnson out of the 42-yard line. So Pine Tree is going to start the drive with their best field position of the night at the Henderson 42-yard line is where Pine Tree will have it. 2:52 to go in this first quarter. And Pine Tree leads it by a 3-0 score. So Pine Tree will break the huddle from the far sideline, come right to the line of scrimmage at the Henderson 42. Colton Croft, 6'3" junior. Drops back to pass, launches one out to the right side of the field, right in front of the Pine Tree bench. And that's going to be a completed pass to Valentine, right over there by the sideline, right in front of the Pine Tree bench. Well, apparently now they're saying incomplete. So it's a second down situation, 2nd and 10 for Pine Tree. Like Valentine had it way before he went out of bounds, must have lost control of it. Now motioned across the backfield from Valentine. Handoff, running play, and the ball carrier stumbled and fell.
On the carry, number 6.
On the carry, Roger Attaway for Pine Tree. Stumble. Football stays at the 42-yard line. It is a 3rd and 10 situation for Pine Tree. 2:20 and counting here in this first quarter. Pirates sent one receiver near side, that's Wofford. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Johnson and Valentine. Croft back to pass. Little dump off to the near sideline. Catch is made by Attaway out of the backfield, but there immediately for a quick tackle was Benavidez for Henderson. Knocks him out of bounds. Short gain to the 39-yard line.
Quarterback pressure on.
Well, 4th down situation here for Pine Tree, and I believe we're going to be a little out of Ibarra's field goal range. So Croft, who after every single play goes to the sideline to get the play from head coach Jason Bachman, comes back to the line of scrimmage, and here we go. On 4th down, Attaway in motion. It's going to be a lateral, looking downfield for a second pass. Wofford off the fingertips will make the grab at the 10-yard line, and he's in the end zone for the Pine Tree touchdown. So Wofford scores the touchdown. I believe that was Boston Johnson who threw it. It was a lateral. You could see it coming as soon as Croft threw the lateral out to Johnson. Johnson to Wofford. Ibarra is on to attempt the extra point. And his kick is up and good. .152 to go here in this first quarter. 39-yard touchdown pass. Johnson to Wofford. Ibarra's extra point kick is good. And Pine Tree extends their lead now over the Henderson Lions by a 10-0 score. We'll step aside, take a break. We're back here in just a moment. Henderson football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
You can get in-stock cash savings at Peterson's when you come inside, relax, and save on your new furniture. Peterson's is delivering a new level of comfort with fabric or leather sofas, solid wood bedrooms and dining rooms, accent pieces and accessories, with cash savings discounts of $200 to $600 off all in-stock items. Plus, you always need new rugs and accessories, and we have both in stock at 20% to 50% off. Come in today and see why there's no place like home with Peterson's. Peterson's Home Furnishings in historic downtown Henderson. It's time to think about home.
For Pine Tree, pulling out a few tricks here in this one this evening. Colton Croft with a lateral pass to Boston Johnson. Threw it downfield to Rashad Wofford. And Wofford, right off of the fingertips, made the grab, scored the touchdown. Pine Tree leads the ball game by a 10-0 score. Kickoff again goes to Mason Jones over on the far sideline. And after the kickoff return, 34-yard line is where Henderson will put it in play. So Lions have got to find some offense here, get something going. This high-powered offense, averaging 49.5 points a ball game, has moved the football a little bit tonight, but have not been able to get it in the end zone. Tried a field goal that was no good. Certainly had the distance, but just a little bit off to the side. So on first down, here's a pitch forward to Coleman. Coleman trying to turn the corner, looking for a block. Got his block, turned the corner, and was able to get some yardage out of the deal up to the 40-yard line.
Marion Coleman making the stop. Number 52, Brandon Ramirez.
So Henderson right back to the line of scrimmage as the football is moved up to the 40-yard line. Blake Meeks drops the snap from center, picks it up, and has to run with it. And Meeks, good-sized youngster that he is going to get up past the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Not sure if he wasn't looking for the snap or if it just hit him in the shoulder and he wasn't expecting it. Now, right back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a handoff. Justin Starling on the carry. Starling breaks a tackle, 40, 35, 30. Starling back to the middle of the field, 25-yard line, still on his feet. Finally wrestled down at the 24-yard line as the Pine Tree defenders were able to finally get a handle on him and bring him down at the 24-yard line. Fine pickup on the play for Starling, and Henderson is right back to the line of scrimmage on the next play. Starling takes a handoff, kind of stumbles his way forward, still gains some extra yardage down to the 21. So the Lions, after the big play, get right back to the line of scrimmage, ready to go for the next play. And Justin Starling kind of stumbling his way.
44, Aiden Smith, and number 52.
Back to the line of scrimmage again is Henderson now. Handoff to Starling. Breaks the line of scrimmage inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line before he is stopped by this Pine Tree defense.
Starling again on
14 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Referee is trying to get something going with the scoreboard and the clock operation. Now we finally get the clock going. Under 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter, and that is how we're going to end the first quarter of play here tonight at Henderson Lions Stadium. Pine Tree, 35-yard Ibarra field goal and a touchdown pass. Johnson to Wofford on a lateral pass. And Pine Tree is going to lead the ball game at the end of this first quarter by a 10-0 score. We'll step aside, take a break. We're back here in just a moment. This is Henderson Lions football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
S&N Cleaners and Laundry Service in Henderson is the only full-service in-house dry cleaners in Russ County. That means that your clothes stay right where you drop them off. Quick turnarounds for shirts, pants, dresses, suits, and even your bedding like comforters. S&N Cleaners and Laundry for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Go see Wayne and his staff for great service and great value. S&N Cleaners, 215 East Fordall in Henderson. See them on Facebook or call 903-657-4545 today.
Blue Brothers in Henderson is your authorized General Shelters dealer. General Shelters of Texas offers complete finished prefab pier and beam style cabins with appliances included, ready for you to move in. There are 20 models to choose from. 1 bed, 1 bath, up to 3 bed, 2 bath. There's one right for you. These homes hold their value and are built to last. Find yours today at Blue Brothers on Highway 64 in the Loop in Henderson. Call 903-657-2743 to order yours today.
Back once again here at Lions Stadium. Mark McClain, Jason Martin out on the camera. Ken White back here on our video production, and we are ready to get started with the second quarter of play. On the first play of the second quarter, Justin Starling with a run straight ahead. Gets what he can Anthony Anderson comes up to make the tackle. Anderson is one of their corners. 35 tackles coming into the ball game tonight for Anderson. And a save. Pine Tree relies on their defensive backs to do a lot of the tackling. Football is just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Starling once again. Starling trying to muscle his way down close to the 5.
Starling again on the carry, making the stop, number 14, Boston Johnson.
He will get, I guess, about the 8-yard line, looks like, so where they're going to mark him. Again, one of the Pine Tree defensive backs, Boston Johnson, comes up from his safety position to make the tackle. 10-0, Pine Tree leads it. Henderson with the football inside the 10. Meeks takes the handoff, takes the snap, hands off to Starling, and Starling pushing his, shoving his way inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line.
Starling again on the carry.
Getting behind Pelham Stein. They're going to mark him right at the 3-yard line. So the Lions will go to their heavy package with Starling and Coleman in the backfield. Starling will take the direct snap, gets behind Coleman, and Starling is in the end zone for the Henderson touchdown. For Justin Starling, that is touchdown number 24 on the season for him. It's a 3-yarder that gets Henderson on the scoreboard here in the second quarter with 10:24 to go. It'll bring on Von DeVero to attempt the extra point. And for DeVero, the extra point kick is up and good. So Henderson is on the scoreboard, much to the delight of the home faithful here tonight. Pine Tree leads the ball game now with 10:24 to go in this first half. 10-7 is our score. We'll step aside, take a break. Henderson Lions football continues in just a moment. This is KWRT 1470 98.5.
Fairway Ford in Henderson kicks off the football season with a special sales event. Get this: $12,000 off MSRP on a brand new Ford F-150, or $10,000 off MSRP on a new Ford Bronco.
But that's not all.
How about this special lease deal? A new Bronco Sport, Escape, or Mach-E Mustang for only $399 a month. See dealer for details. Fairway Ford. Look for the sign on 79 and check us out online at fairwayfordtexas.com.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings each Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the indoor facility meeting room. Coach Meeks will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game nights, get great food at the Booster Club concession stand, as well as all your Henderson Lions gear at the Booster Club merchandise trailer. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
10:24 to go here in this first half. Henderson Lions on the scoreboard here now in the second quarter. Drive started back at their own 34-yard line. Justin Starling finishes it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. And for Starling, again, it is touchdown number 24 on the season for him. Navarro's kickoff going to be taken by Pine Tree, trying to get around the left corner into the Pine Tree bench area over on the far side. Nice return on the kickoff for Pine Tree.
On the return is number 15,
Wofford on the return for the Pirates. They are going to, well, let's see.
Illegal formation, kicking team. Only 3 players on one side of the kicker. 5 yards added to the end of the return. First down.
All right, so the penalty against Henderson on the kickoff is going to give Pine Tree an extra 5 yards. 10:16 to go here in this first half. Pine Tree is going to have the football again in Henderson territory at the 48-yard line. So Pine Tree going left to right here in the second quarter. Second quarter, a service of Cook & Son Roofing and Randall Dodge. Get everybody set here at the 48-yard line. Croft, quarterback, single back in the backfield. Next to him is Timmons. Takes a snap from center, fakes the handoff to Timmons, fires a pass to the far side of the field. Catch is made. It's going to be Johnson on the reception. Braylon Walker on the coverage for Henderson over there on the far side of the field. Pine Tree back to the line of scrimmage. Next play, running play right down the middle of the field, inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line. Timmons on the carry there for Pine Tree. Just under 200 yards rushing coming into the ball game tonight for Timmons. That's a nice pickup there. And Croft over to the sideline to get the next play. Comes all the way back out to the huddle. And now back to the line of scrimmage. Right in the middle of the field is Pine Tree. Two receivers near side. Timmons again on the carry. Timmons down to the 25-yard line before he is brought down.
Making the stop,
Marion Williams in there. Jordan Irvin in there as well for Henderson. Henderson Lions football, service of RES. For all your heating and cooling needs, call RES Heating and Air Conditioning, 903-657-5349. Pine Tree back to the line of scrimmage. Receivers stacked to the far side of the field. Fake handoff, pass across the middle, and just a little pass pattern, a little post pattern to Valentine. And Valentine was able to get away from the Henderson defender, and he's in the end zone for the 27-yard touchdown. So Pine Tree
on the touchdown reception
passing is giving Henderson some problems here tonight. Croft to Valentine. Just a post pattern right across the middle of the field. Henderson defender was there, fell off of Valentine when he made the catch. Penalty flag flies before Ibarra has a chance at the extra point. 8:27 to go here in the second quarter.
Offside. Defense number 5. Half the distance to the goal. Retry.
Well, we'll see if Pine Tree elects to go for 2 now, or if they'll stick with the kick, and apparently they will stick with the kick option here. So Boston Johnson will hold for Ibarra on his extra point kick. High snap from center, gets it down, and Ibarra's kick is up and good. So Pine Tree, they have scored on a couple of touchdown passes tonight, and they have had some other big plays on pass plays. Nothing exotic, nothing strange, just simple post patterns that they're running and getting the edge on Henderson defensively and scoring the touchdowns. 17-7 is our score. We'll just hang on to it right here at Henderson Lions Stadium on this Veterans Night. A nice crowd on hand here at Lions Stadium. Good group of Pine Tree folks have made the drive over for tonight's contest as well. Again, Pine Tree 1-1 in district play. Henderson 2-1. Pine Tree coming off of their open date and doing some work on offense here tonight. lead this ball game by 10, 17-7. So Ibarra will kick off. All of his kicks have been going to Mason Jones. We'll see what happens here. And Mason Jones, get ready. At the 26-yard line, he will take the kick and come back up the near sideline this time and get bounced out of bounds. And it'll be Henderson football with 8:23 to go in this first half.
Number 7, Anthony Anderson.
So Henderson will start the drive at their own 35. Last time the Lions had the football, they were able to put something together offensively. Justin Starling was able to get it in the end zone from 3 yards out. So we'll see if the Lions can keep some momentum going here from an offensive standpoint. Meeks again in the ball game at quarterback. Single back in the backfield, fake handoff, pass downfield, and this one is going to be tipped away on a pass intended for Amari Murphy. Back defending on the play was Desmond Williams, and Williams that time was able to make the play.
Incomplete, deflected by number 2.
So Williams been picked on a few times tonight from a Henderson standpoint, but that time he got the better of the deal on just a jump ball out here on the pass intended for Amari Murphy. Keeps football at the 35-yard line, second down. Handoff to Jaden Bishop, and Bishop gets brought down in a hurry. Crashing through for Pine Tree was Aiden Smith to make the tackle on that play. So Bishop will check out. Starling comes back into the backfield. 17-7, Pine Tree lead. We have 7:48 to go here in this first half. Second quarter, a service of Randall Dodge, Cook & Son Roofing. Football right in the middle of the field as Henderson goes right to left. Blake Meeks still looking over here at the sideline, trying to figure out what was being signaled to him. And Henderson will have to call for a timeout for the Lions, their second timeout in this first half. So with the timeout on the field, 7:34 to go here first half. Pine Tree leads at 17-7. We'll step aside, take a break. Back here in a moment. Henderson football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
You can get in-stock cash savings at Peterson's when you come inside, relax, and save on your new furniture. Peterson's is delivering a new level of comfort with fabric or leather sofas, solid wood bedrooms and dining rooms, accent pieces and accessories, with cash savings discounts of $200 to $600 off all in-stock items. Plus, you always need new rugs and accessories, and we have both in stock at 20% to 50% off. Come in today and see why there's no place like home with Peterson's. Peterson's Home Furnishings in historic downtown Henderson. It's time to think about home.
S&N Cleaners and Laundry Service in Henderson is the only full-service in-house dry cleaners in Rusk County. That means that your clothes stay right where you drop them off. Quick turnarounds for shirts, pants, dresses, suits, and even your bedding like comforters. S&N Cleaners and Laundry for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Go see Wayne and his staff for great service and great value. S&N Cleaners, 215 East Fordall in Henderson. See them on Facebook or call 903-657-4545 today.
As we go back to play, Henderson on the play out of the timeout. Meeks rolled out to his right, was brought down from behind by Pine Tree defenders, giving chase, and fumbled the ball forward, and Pine Tree with the recovery, and Pine Tree's going to have the football at the Henderson 34-yard line. Ten-point lead for the Pirates. Pine Tree looking for more here. 7:26 to go in this first half. So from the 34-yard line, on first down, running play, breaking out of the pack and coming near side inside the 20 and inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line is going to be Roger Attaway on the carry.
Carry number 6, Roger Attaway.
So Attaway started right up the middle, saw nothing there, so he quickly broke it off to the right side and picks up a real fine gain for Pine Tree down to the 11-yard line. Pirates first down at the 11. Henderson defense feels like they've been out on the field a lot, and they are being asked to find a way to shut down this Pine Tree offense. Croft takes a snap from center, hands off, Attaway running straight ahead inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
Roger Attaway again on the carry for the Pirates.
Good blocking up front. Tristan Lau, the center. Anthony Okimi, Jeremy Allison are the guards. Jacob Grenard and Tristan Peel are the tackles for Pine Tree and the big offensive line. Football is at the 3-yard line. Timmons back in the ball game at the running back spot. Shotgun snap, handoff to Timmons. Timmons gets wrapped up in the backfield and got away. Lions had him in the backfield and couldn't hold on, and it's a 3-yard touchdown run for Timmons. And this comes with exactly 6 minutes to go in this first half. Lions had him in the backfield and just couldn't hang on. Slipped away and was in the end zone. And Pine Tree extends their lead. Johnson to hold, Ibarra to attempt the extra point, and his kick is up and good.
The extra point is good.
6 minutes to go in this first half, and Pine Tree has come out and put on quite an offensive show in this first half as the Pirates lead the ball game by a 24-7 score. 24-7, Pine Tree leads it. We step aside. We are back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
Blue Brothers in Henderson is your authorized General Shelters dealer. General Shelters of Texas offers complete finished prefab pier and beam style cabins with appliances included, ready for you to move in. There are 20 models to choose from. 1 bed, 1 bath, up to 3 bed, 2 bath. There's one right for you. These homes hold their value and are built to last. Find yours today at Blue Brothers on Highway 64 in the Loop in Henderson. Call 903-657-2743 to order yours today.
Hey East Texas, are you ready to launch a career in aesthetics, beauty, or cosmetics? At Allure Academy in Henderson, Texas, we offer TDLR approved programs in barbering, cosmetology, aesthetics, eyelash extensions, manicuring, and more. Did you know high school juniors and seniors can enroll now and graduate with a license and a diploma? Yes, you heard that right. Visit us at allureacademy.net today or call 877-850-9988.
Pine Tree kickoff comes over here to the near sideline. Lions let it go. Fortunately, Pine Tree unable to recover it. Ball ends up going out of bounds. So would assume with a kick out of bounds, we'll have a flag here. Get the call from our referee.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. 5 yards be added to the end of the kick. First down, Henderson.
All right, so the Lions, exactly 6 minutes to go in the first half. So Henderson will have the football at their own 37. As again, the Lions in desperate need of playing catch-up. football lost on the ground, but then picked up and given off to Starling. Not a bad move. Going to give it to somebody. Give it to Justin Starling. And Starling quickly up past the 45 to the 47-yard line. Quick 10-yard gain and a Henderson first down. Lions right back to the line of scrimmage. Again, a handoff to Starling. Starling around right end into Pine Tree territory down to the 46-yard line before he is wrapped up and dropped. 5.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Pine Tree 24, Henderson 7. Back to the line of scrimmage. Vince Howard, fake handoff, back to pass, can't find anybody. Now pulls it down and looks downfield, finds Coleman across the middle of the field. Lamarian Coleman shakes a tackle, dives forward inside the 5. It's either a touchdown or he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Which one is it? I haven't seen a signal either way. Apparently they're going to mark him out of bounds at about the 3. So Vince Howard stepped up in the pocket, thought he was going to take off running, ends up finding Coleman downfield. Coleman for the big gainer. And we are right back to the line of scrimmage. Henderson in their jumbo package here. So direct snap will go to Starling. He's got some big bodies to his right, and he gets in behind him, and he quickly carries it into the end zone for the second touchdown of the night.
Hey, Texas, are you
under this particular design of play? So a 3-yard touchdown run for Starling, his second, almost identical to the first. This one comes with 5:07 to go in the second quarter. Navarro is on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Aiden Perry. And Navarro's kick is up and good. Well, that was exactly what Henderson needed. A little boost, get the offense down the field. And the pass play from Howard to Lamarian Coleman certainly did that. Got it down to where Justin Starling could run it in for his 25th touchdown of the season. Gives Henderson a much needed score. Makes it a 10-point ball game again. And Pine Tree 24, Henderson 14. We'll just hang on to it right here for the Henderson kickoff. I'll give Ken White another heart attack back here. It gets a little touchy up here with our side. Sometimes reach and grab for something and you end up firing off a commercial that you weren't expecting to do. 5:07 to go here in this first half. Again, second quarter tonight, service of Randall Dodge and Cook & Son Roofing. Give me a minute to tell you that the Adopt a Lion sponsors, Adopt a Cheerleader sponsors for the Henderson Football Booster Club. Very successful again this year as Henderson kicks off. And this kickoff is going to go out of bounds, so everybody's either right to the sideline or out of bounds tonight. So while we figure out if Pine Tree wants the ball 5 yards further down the field, I'll tell you that our cheerleader sponsors, Vital Caring, Bonita Beauty, East Tex Telephone, Henderson Family Dentistry, Enlight Nutrition, Cassidy Jones, Cabana Sam's, Texas Bank, Revive Salon, Yates GMC, Gabriel Jordan Chevrolet, and Fairway Ford, all were the cheerleader sponsors for the Adopt a Lion and Adopt a Cheerleader sponsors, getting those posters in their stores. Booster Club certainly says a big thank you to all of them for doing that. Football is going to be at the Pine Tree 30-yard line. That's where they will start the drive. Pass downfield, and this pass is going to be caught downfield. Wofford on the reception, Braylon Walker was on the coverage. Walker had good coverage. He just didn't turn around. Not sure exactly what was going on there. As Walker, had he turned around, he could have easily batted the ball down, maybe even had an interception. But he was just trying to get in the face of Rashad Wofford. Wofford made the grab anyway. So football quickly moves down to the 43-yard line. Henderson 43. Here's Attaway on the carry. Attaway gets wrapped up and dropped by Henderson defenders and pushed backwards. A lot of Lions in red in on that tackle. Brian Williams, Mike Russell, Colt Leshner, all in there. Football is spotted right in front of us at the Henderson 41-yard line. And Pine Tree going left to right as we look at him here in the second quarter. Fake handoff, pass downfield, incomplete. Again, Colton Croft. Croft not fleet of foot as a quarterback, that is for sure. Got a big brace on his left leg. Henderson just can't seem to get the pressure on him. Make him mobile, make him move around back there. Pine Tree offensive line is doing a good job of protecting him so far in this first half. 3rd and 8 situation for Pine Tree. Croft back to pass, throws a pass out of the flat, getting away from a defender and still on his feet and getting a Pine Tree first down the far sideline. That is going to be Attaway, I think. Get him to turn around. Sometimes these single-digit jerseys get bunched up. Can't find out who it was. Still don't know. I almost want to say it's Chris Nichols. So Nichols, when he came off the line of scrimmage, he wasn't even looking at the ball on the pass from Croft, and Croft threw it to him anyway. 24-yard line is where Pine Tree has the football. Now, running play coming near side. Henderson defense cuts off the corner, turns the Pine Tree running back toward the middle of the field.
Number 33, Mike Russell.
Timmons on the carry. Russell on the tackle. 2:50 and counting here this first half. Pine Tree football at the Henderson 17-yard line. 2nd and 4 for Pine Tree. So Croft, Timmons, single back of the backfield right next to him. He will take the handoff. Timmons running forward, gets wrapped up and dropped defensively for the Lions in on that tackle. Caden Pelham. So Pelham played some defensive line there, got the stop on that play down to the 16-yard line. That, though, is going to take us to the 2-minute notification as Pine Tree stays in the huddle. And we will have our 2-minute notification here in this first half.
That's the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout tonight, as it has been all season long, is sponsored by nobody. We'll get one of these days. But we are going to step aside and take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment. Pine Tree 24, Henderson 14, 2 minutes to go first half. We're back in a moment. This is KWRD 1470, 98.5.
In life, people make the difference at home, business, and church. Wayne Griffith and his staff at Griffith's Towing is always on point with supporting the communities and always making a difference. Roadside assistance, flatbed service, towing service, and recovery is welcomed in those times of need, and Griffith's Towing has been the go-to in Henderson, Rusk County, and beyond. At Griffith's Towing, people make the difference. Call them at 903-947-6437.
Back here at Henderson Lions Stadium, 24-14. Pine Tree leads it. Pirates looking for more here. It is a 3rd and 3 situation for the Pirates. Croft, the quarterback, hands off, running play. Timmons weaves his way through the defense, gets inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. That will be enough for a Pine Tree first down and a Pine Tree first and goal at the Henderson 9.
Making the stop, number 16.
So, for what it's worth, this Pine Tree offense come out blazing here tonight. And they scored 64 against Maybank. Henderson had 61. For what that's worth, as the running play straight ahead gets nothing. But they gave up 35 to Kilgore while only scoring 7. Beat Hallsville 28-21. Beat Dallas Carter 46-29. Lost to Van and Gilmer in the season opener. But their offense has certainly found its stride here tonight. It is 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line after a 1-yard gain on the previous play. Attaway back at the ball game at running back. Croft takes a snap from center, fake handoff, quick pass across the middle. This one just a little bit behind the intended receiver, Boston Johnson. But again, it was nothing fancy. It was strictly a post pattern. Pine Tree is running just the most basic of pass patterns, but they run them well. And for the most part, Colton Croft has been putting them right where he needs to have them for his receivers to make the grab. Not that time, a little bit behind. So it brings up 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Again, Attaway, single back, Valentine in motion across the backfield. Again, a pass play coming near side. This one incomplete at the goal line. Amari Murphy in the ball game on defense. Boston Johnson, the intended receiver. It'll bring up 4th down situation for Pine Tree, and so that'll bring on Julian Ibarra once again to attempt a field goal. I don't remember the last game I saw that had this many field goal attempts. This one from the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 25-yard attempt with 37 seconds to go in this first half. Kick for Ibarra is up and good, but Ibarra ended up on his backside as soon as the kick was made. Henderson might be flagged for roughing the kicker here, and if that's the case, Jason Bachman may decide, let's take the points off the board and go try and score 7. As our referee here tonight, Daniel Pipak, will go over and check with him and see what he wants to do. And we'll get the call.
Running into the kicker. Defense. Penalties decline. Points good.
All right, so Coach Bachman takes the field goal. 25-yarder. And this comes with 33 seconds to go in this first half. So again for Ibarra, that is his second field goal of the first half. Made 2, 35 and 25 yards, had one blocked. And Pine Tree extends their lead to 27-14. Again, this one here, big contest between these two. Kilgore and Lindale. They're doing whatever they're doing in Lindale tonight. Winner of this one, though, certainly has a pretty good hold in the standings right behind them. And the Pine Tree Pirates got the better of Henderson last year, 35-25. The lead here tonight, 27-14. We have 33 seconds to go here in this first half. See if Henderson tries to do anything or if they just want to go into the locker room and regroup and come back for the second half as Ibarra will kick off. This one, high pooch kick, will go to the other side of the field. Fielded at the 25-yard line. Lions running it back toward the middle of the field, being brought down, though, from behind at the 30. Fry on the return for Henderson that time. So the Lions have the football with 29 seconds remaining in the first half. And Henderson will have it at their own 31. Coming up at halftime, we're talking Wiley Elementary. So we'll be talking with some ladies from Wiley Elementary, principal, as a matter of fact. Also, of course, get the Henderson Band performance, Lionette drill team. All of that coming up for you at halftime as well. So Henderson with 29 seconds remaining in the first half. Quick pass comes near side. Amari Murphy made the grab. Tackled immediately by Pine Tree. Is coming up for the Pirates. Anthony Anderson on the tackle. 10 seconds remaining in the half, and Henderson will go ahead and call for their third and final timeout. East Tex Telephone Cooperative, providing high-speed internet, phone service, and security systems. Been doing it for over 75 years. 903-854-1000 is their number. Visit them at easttex.com. Custom metal fabrication and double diamond flatbed dealer. That is Bulldog Built. If you can dream it, Jeff can build it for you. Give him a call at 903-353-4703. Another of our fine sponsors of Henderson Lions football is Bill Cycles with legendary motorcycle repair and also parts and accessories. If you're looking for it, at least do yourself a favor and give Bill a call. He may have exactly what you're looking for. 903-657-2775 is the number at Bill Cycles. After the Henderson timeout, we have 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Lions will send one receiver to the far side of the field, two here to the near side. Howard back to pass, pulls it down, now starts to run with it. Clock runs with 5 seconds, and Vince Howard gets out of bounds. He was struggling to get out of bounds. A couple of Pine Tree defenders were trying to keep him in bounds at the 46-yard line, but he does step out with 2 seconds remaining in the first half. So Henderson will have one final play of the first half, but got a long way to go. Football is spotted at their own 42-yard line. See what the Lions come up with as Howard back to pass, trying to set up a little screen pass to Justin Starling. Starling has it. Starling being wrapped up and finally dropped as he gets down to the Pine Tree 45-yard line. Got spun around a time or two, but got as much as he could out of it. But, yeah, screen pass to Starling is about as good a play as you can hope for. Try and break it the last play of the first half. But that is how we will end this first half of play. So a couple of field goals for Pine Tree. Some touchdown passes. Henderson, Starling, couple of short touchdown runs. And we are at the half here tonight at Henderson Lions Stadium. Pine Tree leads it by a 27-14 score. Fairway Ford halftime show gets started here in just a moment. Again, we'll be talking Wiley Elementary School, and we'll have the performance of the Henderson Band, Lionette drill team, have all that for you at halftime as well. So stay with us back here in just a moment. 27-14 Pine Tree. That is our halftime score. Henderson football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
If you live in a rural area, you also know that the power can go out for days or even weeks after a storm. Not only do you need your propane for heating, cooking, you need it for your generator. So if you're already set up for propane or would like to know more, call Gas and Supply. We can fill the large tanks for your home and farm, even have propane tanks available for lease. We can also fill up your gas grill cylinders. Call Gas and Supply 903-657-9166. 903-657-9166.
Hi, this is Mark Randall with Randall Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Henderson. All used cars are not created equal. Let's talk about certified pre-owned vehicles that we have here at Randall Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Henderson, Texas. 125-point inspection, 7-year, 100,000 limited powertrain warranty, 3-month, 3,000-mile max care warranty, roadside assistance, towing, and more. We also are offering 3 months, no payment with approved credit. So come see the difference at Randall Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Henderson, Texas. Randall Dodge, ChryslerJeep.com.
For unbeatable wireless deals, come to your local AT&T store in Henderson, where the community-focused team helps you upgrade, transfer your data, or pick the perfect plan. Right now, get the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, $0 a month with trade-in, or the iPhone 16 free on an unlimited plan. And if you're 55 or over, ask about our exclusive 55-plus unlimited plan. Drop by AT&T in Henderson today, 2127 Highway 79, Suite 600, across from McDonald's.
Halftime here tonight at Henderson Lions Stadium. Our Fairway Ford halftime show. Henderson Lions find themselves down to the Pine Tree Pirates. 27-14 is our halftime score. A couple of Justin Starling touchdown runs, both of them 3 yards, both of them almost on identical plays. But that's all Henderson offensively has been able to do so far in this contest. And for Pine Tree, a couple of field goals, some touchdown passes. We'll go through the scoring of the first half a little bit later on here in our halftime activities. But we are going to get to our halftime interview, talking about Wiley Elementary School. Our halftime interview, as always, is the service of Allure Aesthetics, and so we'll hear from Allure, and then we'll get on to our halftime interview prior to the Henderson Band performance here in just a little bit as part of our halftime activities. Halftime interview, a service of Allure Aesthetics. It is 27-14 Pine Tree at the half here tonight on KWRD 1470 98.5.
Ready to enhance your natural beauty? At Allure Aesthetics and Medical Spa, we specialize in helping you look refreshed, rejuvenated, and confident. From Botox and fillers to PDO threads, hydrofacials, skin treatments, medical weight loss, and much more. We're your trusted destination for safe, stunning results. Operated under the supervision of a medical director, nurse practitioner, and myself, a registered nurse. You can feel confident knowing you're in expert hands. We're located in Henderson, Texas. Book now at AllureAestheticsMedicalSpa.com.
We're talking Wiley Elementary School. Angela Crow's with us here, principal at elementary. How long now?
I'm going on my 7th year at the elementary, or 4th year at the elementary. Okay. Sorry. 7 years in Henderson.
So you're here, but then what did you tell me, one of your assistants? Mm-hmm. How many assistants do you have?
There's 2.
And you need more?
Well, we have 700 kids on our campus, so
really?
We do.
Wow. Okay. All right. Taylor is here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Assistant principal.
Yes, sir.
For how long?
This is my first year.
Okay. All right. See, now, if you'd have told me 7 years, no. I'd have been like, whatever. All right. Well, how you liking it?
It's good. It's very busy, but it's good.
Okay. Former classroom teacher?
Yes, and interventionist.
Okay. All right.
I've been at Wiley for 9 years now.
Okay, so same campus, just different
role.
Different role. All right, very good. Well, I know you have notes. I know you have things going on. My goodness, what's been going on since the last time you were here?
Well, we are still focusing very heavily on our family engagement, getting our school, bridging our school and community, and offering more things for the community to come in to the school, more events for our kiddos. We've got some stuff coming up, and we've got some events that we have already done this year, and Taylor was going to share some of the ones that we've done this year so far.
Okay.
So before school started, we had our annual Splish Splash Read Night, and that's kind of where we set up at the park. We set up at Yates Park this year and invite families in with their kiddos, and they can come in, get a snack and a juice, and pick out some books to take home to read at home, and meet some of the staff if they haven't already. And then they splash around in the splash pad. It was lots of fun.
It's kind of like Meet the Teacher night, but a whole different way of doing it.
That's right.
Okay. And was this a first for you? Did you say that?
We've done this.
This was our second year at the splash pad.
Okay. All right. So a well-received event, I'm sure.
It's growing.
Because this would have been, what, back in August?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, okay. What has been going on?
Well, we also had our Grandparents' Day bingo and book fair. So we invited grandparents in to play bingo at the school. That was we had a big turnout for that. It's lots of fun. That's also
grandparents love bingo.
Yes, they do.
It's a huge hit.
That was also our second year to do that, and I feel like it's growing every year. So it's a hit.
As someone who has seen it, both of these events now, I guess you've seen it from both sides as an assistant principal, and then in your previous role. Do you see it differently, or is it the same event?
Same thing, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of pitches in to help, so it's, pretty much the same.
Your role might have changed just a hair, but other than that, everything was about the same.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So that was a great way to get the school year off to a good start there. Did somebody win the bingo?
We had several winners.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Just wanted to double check.
A night full of bingo, so lots of winners.
Just want to give these grandparents bragging rights that they were running around town saying that they won bingo at Wiley Elementary.
There might have been some doing that.
Okay.
Pretty proud.
All right, very good. That was just an event to have an event, right?
Yes, just to bring families in. It's a good way to, kind of work on some math skills while you're at it.
Yeah.
Helping students recognize numbers and also letters, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
We feed them. We had pizza in the cafeteria, did cookies, and we had photo booths, and of course our book fair was going on, so it really helps raise the book fair sales, because anything that the librarian makes off a book fair goes straight back into our library, and she can use that money to purchase new books or things for the library.
You have how many students?
We have about 700 at Wiley, first, second, and third graders.
Always? Or is that up this year?
We're up 21 as of this week. I think we're up 21 students from last year.
Okay. And Taylor, for these events that you were talking about earlier, do a lot of those 700 show up for these kind of events?
We have a pretty good turnout.
I bet you do.
What would you say?
I would say it just kind of depends on the night, or what we're doing. Like we did another event, was it just last week? We did a math night. Math is a big deal night, and I guess that was the second year too. That one grew a lot. We usually average anywhere from 150 to 300 kids represented. Yeah. And usually they all bring their siblings and family, so
we could have had 1,000 for grandparents night.
It was pretty full. There was a lot of people there.
I bet it was. All right. So needless to say, even at the elementary level, there's a lot of involved here.
Yes, we're trying.
Yeah. That the youngsters and their parents and grandparents get involved in.
Yeah, and we've got some things coming up. Like we've got our third grade is going to do a Veterans Day program. It last year was the first year that they did that. We were able to hire a certified music teacher, and she puts on some great programs, and so they're going to do that again this year. So we're going to have the program for our veterans and active duty people, and a reception is going to follow that to kind of honor and celebrate them. We're looking forward to that.
And when is that going to be?
It's going to be November the 11th.
Okay.
On campus. So it's really good. They did a great job last year.
And you mentioned the person doing the music and everything, because set me straight here. even at the elementary level, there's a choir, right?
We have a music class.
Yes.
Yes. And so we haven't had a certified music teacher in a long time, but last year we were able to hire one, and the programs are getting better, like the kids are getting offered a lot more in music than they have been in the past.
So after Veterans Day, what else is coming up?
So we're going to have a canned food drive. It's, through the Henderson Interchurch Ministry, we like to bring in cans and to raise awareness for that, but then also to help support the...
Stock the shelves.
Yes.
And when is that going to happen?
That will be in November also.
It's the first week in November.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that a deal where the youngsters bring something to school, or is there a drop-off that you would want them to take it directly to, or how does that work?
Yeah, so they're going to bring them to school, and we kind of do like a, competition among the classes and grade levels and things, so it really brings in that competitive nature to the schools and gets them excited to bring in more cans.
Because if there's competition involved, then somebody's winning something.
Yeah, they love it.
What do they got, like pizza night or something like that, or what's the big prize that they are all going for here?
It just depends. I don't think we've set that competition yet, but
what's going on next week? Is there something happening next week?
Well, yes, we are going on fall break next week.
Anxiously awaiting, I'm sure.
We are ready. Yeah. Give us an opportunity to reset and come back ready to go.
Just in time to take the Thanksgiving break.
Well.
And then just in time to take the Christmas and New Year's break.
Yeah. There'll be weeks in between there where we're working real hard.
I understand that, but the breaks, the way they're spaced out and everything, they do come at a very opportune
it's helpful.
time.
It's good times for not just the teachers, but for the kids too, to kind of reset, recharge. They're tired. Didn't really tell this week. Everybody's tired and just need a little break.
Because, as principal. Is it a fine line as to how much you put on them all at one shot before you give them that break? I mean, is there a fine line as to, we're not pushing them enough or we're pushing them too far?
Like, you talking about students?
Yeah. I forget. You have to look at it from both angles, don't you?
It's a lot. I mean, and they get tired too, especially this time of year.
Anything else going on from a Wiley Elementary standpoint that y'all really wanted to push?
Do you want to talk about the Cub Champions?
Sure, yeah. So Cub Champions is a program that we're trying to get started. We have some students that just could really benefit from a mentor, basically. So we are inviting people in to become Cub Champions for our kiddos. There's a saying in education, it's Rita Pearson says every child deserves a champion. And we feel like, some of these kids really could use one. So if anyone's interested, we definitely can always use more, but they come in and they may, eat lunch with the kiddos. They can come in, read books with them, just be a positive role model in their lives and help set them, on the right track. And
that could be men or women?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, very good. If somebody wants to be a champion, how do they do that?
Well, they can reach out to the school, and we will get them rolling.
There's a background check form that we have them fill out, and we have some guidelines for what we look for, like what our Cub Champions can do. And we match them up with a kiddo and just help support that.
Yeah. Well, and you bring that up because I was going to ask, are they matched up one-on-one with a student or a group of students, or how does that best work for you?
It really just depends on what they want to do. If they want more than one, we can definitely give them more than one. We do want it to be, if possible, very personal. Yeah. So making sure even if they do have more than one, that they're able to kind of spend that one-on-one time with the child. And we offer, we've created a little menu of activities that they can do if they're kind of not knowing where to start.
Sure.
So that'll help too.
Some of these folks you may get that have done something like this before, and for some of them it may be something totally brand new that
That's right.
they don't really know exactly what they're doing. They just know they want to help out in some way, right?
Yeah.
And our kids love it. They light up whenever their Cub champion walks down the hall. So it has made a positive difference on campus.
Yeah. So needless to say, an existing program that you're looking to expand and make even better with more involvement.
Exactly.
Okay. So call the school if you want to get involved.
Yes, please.
Fantastic. Very good. Talking Wiley Elementary here on our program today. Ladies, I appreciate y'all coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so Wiley Elementary, appreciate the principal and assistant principal for joining us for our halftime interview here tonight. Henderson Lions Stadium as the Pine Tree Band continues to do their thing out on the field. We'll get to the Henderson Band here in just a little bit. But our halftime score here tonight has Pine Tree leading it by a 27-14 score. This is our Fairway Ford halftime show. We'll step aside and take a quick break. We'll come back with the Henderson Band, Lionettes drill team, and all of their performances. We'll do that here in just a moment. Pine Tree 27, Henderson 14 at the half. This is KWRD 1470, 98.5.
Since 1965, Cook & Son Roofing has been the local, reliable company helping folks with roofs, gutters, and ventilation. From new construction to remodels, even providing 24-hour emergency roof repairs from storm damage. They have a relationship with all the local insurance companies, so they understand how to assist you in the process, making it easier for you in times when you need it the most. Find them at cookandsonroofing.com. For a roof well done, call Cook & Son, 903-655-0997.
At Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service, you can count on technicians who know your vehicle and will repair your vehicle with precise care. Whether it be foreign or domestic, car, truck, or even big rig, Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service will diagnose your problem and seamlessly repair your vehicle's issues. It's time to get that repair done on your vehicle, so be sure to see the pros at Cooper First Automotive and Truck Repair, located at 3486 Highway 79 South in Henderson. Cooper First Automotive is a proud sponsor of Henderson High School sports for the 25-26 season.
27-14 is our halftime score. Pine Tree leads it over the Henderson Lions. Halftime here tonight on this Veterans Night game here. But right now, it is time to head down to the field and check out the Henderson High Band, Lionette drill team, and their halftime performance. Band, again, as always, under the direction of Craig Haney.
The 2025-2026 Linehead officers are Junior Lieutenant Avery Wolf, Senior Lieutenant Araya Lacey, Senior Lieutenant Riley Rollinson, Senior Lieutenant Alicia Tatum, First Lieutenant Aubrey Maldonado, Captain Maggie Briscoe. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field are the Henderson High School Lineettes. Please put your hands together for these ladies as they perform to the Dua Lipta hit, Houdini. Give it up a big round of applause for our award-winning Henderson High School Lion Pride Majorettes.
Fairway Ford halftime show here tonight at Lions Stadium. Henderson Band, direction of Craig Haney, Monica Hatchell, the Lionette drill team. Majorettes out there performing as well. Halftime here tonight at Lions Stadium. It is a 27-14 Pine Tree lead. Couple of Ibarra field goals in the first half for Pine Tree. Touchdown passes of 39, 27 yards, and a 3-yard touchdown run for Pine Tree. Offset by 2 Justin Starling 3-yard touchdown runs. Touchdowns number 24 and 25 on the season for Starling. But so far, Henderson defense has not had an answer for this Pine Tree offense, as Pine Tree leads it here at the half, 27-14. Big contest here tonight in District 9 4A Division 1. Of course, Kilgore and Lindale, and Stan Kilgore with a lead in that one, so they're doing their thing. Chapel Hill is taking care of business in their ball game tonight against Maybank. So, but we kind of expected that. And again, Palestine having the open date this week. Well, we're going to step aside. That's going to do it for our Fairway Ford halftime show here tonight at Lions Stadium. Step aside, we'll take a break. We are coming back here in just a couple of moments with second half play as both teams make their way back out on the field. Second half of tonight's contest, Pine Tree leading at 27-14. Second half comes your way in just a moment. This is Henderson football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
At Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service, you can count on technicians who know your vehicle and will repair your vehicle with precise care. Whether it be foreign or domestic, car, truck, or even big rig, Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service will diagnose your problem and seamlessly repair your vehicle's issues. It's time to get that repair done on your vehicle, so be sure to see the pros at Cooper First Automotive and Truck Repair, located at 3486 Highway 79 South in Henderson. Cooper First Automotive is a proud sponsor of Henderson High School sports for the 25-26 season.
Here's Colton Wallace talking about Wallace & Sons Wrecker in Henderson.
I love giving this service. This is what I've always done, and I love it. It makes me feel good that I can take care of somebody when they're in need. If y'all ever feel like y'all are in need of this service, promise you right now, you can call me, and I can come get you anywhere. I service Longview, Kilgore, Jacksonville, Carthage, Marshall, all them areas.
Call 903-657-7271 for Wallace & Son Wrecker Service in Henderson.
About ready to get the second half underway here tonight at Henderson Lions Stadium. Wherever you are checking us out tonight, we thank you very much for doing that on traditional radio, KWRD 1470 98.5. Live stream, KWRD985.com, Network1Sports.com. Video coverage on the KWRD YouTube channel or the KWRD Facebook page. Thanks, Travis, for the mention there in the first half. It takes me a while to see some of those messages, but checking us out from Bayou Bengal country tonight to the ball game. We thank you for that. Henderson kicks off, and we start the second half. Pine Tree, Attaway on the reception. Runs it back to about the 20-yard line before he gets pushed back. Well, we always talk about, for years, many years, halftime adjustments. What the coaches talk about and try and get done at halftime. Well, Henderson, some adjustments need to be made, especially on defense. And let's see what happens here in this second half. Football's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line. Pine Tree offensively will break the huddle from the sideline and come on out to the field to play. Again, for Colton Croft, not a mobile quarterback at all, a big quarterback that has just stood back there and thrown passes in the first half. Lions defensively have got to get some pressure on him. Here is a running play on first down. Not much of a gain maybe at the 21-yard line at best for Jacarius Timmons, a 5'8 junior, on the carry. But Croft, Pine Tree runs a play. He runs over to the sideline to talk to Jason Bogman, his head coach. Get the next play, comes all the way back out to the huddle, and then runs the play. But Henderson has not put any pressure on him at all in this ball game. He has stood back there and just thrown passes, and they have not been anything elaborate. As here's a quick pass to the far side of the field. Fine defensive play out there by Corey Harper. But again, Pine Tree is not running any exotic offense that nobody's ever seen before. As the pass to Jaden Sevilla out to the far sideline, but the tackle was made immediately. But in the first half, Pine Tree, they ran the most basic of post patterns. Maybe a little fly pattern down the sideline on occasion, but just the simple post pattern gave Henderson more trouble than anything in the first half, and so much of that is because Croft has just been able to stand there and throw, and hadn't had any pressure put on him at all. And I guess, got to credit that offensive line for Pine Tree for doing that. As Braylon Walker, slow in getting up, will slowly make his way off the field. Kind of looks like a cramp situation, but hard to speculate. Football, though, is going to be spotted at the 22-yard line. Third quarter of tonight's ball game, a service of Tarp Works. 27-14. Pine Tree leads it. Lions have put together some offense on occasion, some big plays. Need more of that here in this second half in a ball game that is of major importance to both these teams. On the next play, again, quick pass goes to the far side of the field. This one, I believe, is going to be incomplete. Trying to scoop it off the top of the turf was Boston Johnson. Incomplete. And if I'm not mistaken here tonight, this is going to be the first punt of the ball game for Martin Medrano. So Medrano on to punt the football away, gets a snap from center that goes off to the side. Lions almost got a hand on it, but able to get it downfield, take a nice roll away from Lamarian Coleman, and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. But Henderson defense does hold. Gets a nice round of applause from the Henderson faithful here on the near side of the stadium. And with 10:09 to go in this third quarter, Henderson will have the football at their own 40-yard line. So we'll see what changes, if any, Henderson coaches made from an offensive standpoint. As the Lions come out to the line of scrimmage, they'll have it at the hash mark on the far side of the field, going right to left as we look at them. Snap, handoff, Starling breaks the line of scrimmage. Starling up past the 45 to the 48-yard line. Good hard running there by Justin Starling. Starling, 25 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns on the season after his 2 in the first half. Back to the line of scrimmage. Henderson right in front of us at the 49-yard line. Howard turns, hands off. Starling again on the carry. Runs right into Anthony Anderson. Corner for Pine Tree. But Starling will move the chains and get the first down on the Pine Tree side of midfield at the 48-yard line.
First down.
So Henderson first down. Lions right back to the line of scrimmage. Again, handoff to Starling. Starling pushing his way down to the 45-yard line before he is brought down. Again, for Starling, kind of unofficial. He needed about 220 yards coming into the ball game tonight to eclipse a record that has stood since 1968. Joe Wiley, 3,730 yards rushing. Starling coming into tonight's ball game at 3,510. Next play. Again, Starling on the carry. Over the left side of his offensive line. Again, pushing forward inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. So for Henderson, just a steady dose of Justin Starling here in this third quarter. Of course, Lions may fool you and come up with a pass here in a second, but again, it's going to be a handoff to Starling, and Starling this time gets drugged down from the backside. Defensively, Aiden Smith, defensive end, chased him down from behind. 27-14, Pine Tree leads it. 7:50 to go here in this third quarter. Martin McLean here. Jason Martin on the camera. Ken White on our video production. And we're back to the line of scrimmage. On fourth and a couple. Handoff goes straight ahead. This is going to be Bishop. Jaden Bishop breaks the line of scrimmage, and he will take it the distance for the Henderson touchdown. Henderson goes after Starling, run after run after run. They put the big running back in, junior Jaden Bishop, and Bishop takes it for the touchdown. Nicely done for the Lions there. Kind of came out of nowhere. 7:20 to go here, third quarter. Perry to hold. Navarro on to attempt the extra point, and his kick is up and good. So Henderson holds Pine Tree's offense, forces them to punt for the first time tonight. And then Jaden Bishop gets his sixth rushing touchdown of the year. Have to check the yardage on that. It might be his longest run of the year. And Henderson right back in this ball game. Pine Tree 27, Henderson 21. We'll step aside, take a break. We're back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470, 98.5.
Management Training Corporation is hiring. They offer highly competitive pay, excellent promotional opportunities, MTC college tuition reimbursement, paid internships towards a career in substance abuse counseling. MTC offers 401k, health insurance, dental insurance, vision coverage, and finally, paid time off, including holidays. This is the game-changing career you've been looking for. Apply at mtcjobs.com and make the first step of your new career.
Jaden Bishop touchdown run of 40 yards, so not his longest run of the year. He has a 48-yarder back earlier in the season, but it's certainly the last one is the biggest one, right? 40-yard touchdown run for Bishop, and it puts Henderson right back in this ball game at 27-21. Here's the Henderson kickoff. High kick that'll be taken by Pine Tree at the 25-yard line. Wofford runs back toward the middle of the field, now trying to go to the far side of the field. He'll get gang tackled by Henderson defenders at the 30-yard line. Penalty flag comes in at the end of the tackle, so we'll see if maybe a Lion defender had a face mask or not. We'll get the official's call from Daniel Pypak here in just a moment. 7:11 to go here, third quarter.
Personal foul, face mask, kicking team number 20, 15-yard penalty, first down.
All right, so it was a face mask on that tackle on the kickoff return. So with 7:11 to go in this third quarter, that 15-yard penalty is going to move the football up to the Pine Tree 48-yard line. Pine Tree, white uniforms, white jerseys here tonight. Gold pants, dark blue helmets, dark blue numbers on the jerseys. Going left to right here in this third quarter. Handoff will go to Roger Attaway, and Attaway will get past midfield into Henderson territory at the 49-yard line. In Pine Tree, they will use several running backs. Timmons and Attaway carrying most of the load tonight. And Colton Croft, the quarterback, will send two receivers, Wofford and Valentine, out here to the near side. Waits for the shotgun snap, gets it, will hand off. Attaway again on the run. Attaway breaks the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, comes near sideline, and will get down to the 25-yard line before he is run out of bounds. Big run on the play there for Attaway, but we have a penalty flag back at the 41-yard line. So Attaway turned the corner, might have had some help getting around the corner. 6:25 to go here in this third quarter. So penalty flag is down at the 40, 41, so that's where they'll mark it off.
Offense, number 15. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat second down.
So football gets moved back to just on the Pine Tree side of midfield. 27-21, Pine Tree lead. Pirates have led 24-7 at one point. 27-14 at one point. 27-21 now. Croft from the shotgun, two receivers to the far side of the field. Takes a snap from center, back to pass, launches downfield, man is there, and the catch is going to be made at the 21-yard line. That is Valentine that got behind two Henderson defenders. And again, for the second time tonight, an underthrown pass by Croft that his receivers just standing there waiting on. Can't come down fast enough. And it finally does. And the Henderson defenders get there about the same time the ball does, but the catch is made at the 22-yard line. First down, Timmons on the carry. Timmons spins out of a tackle, gains an extra yard or two down to the 19. So this was kind of how it was in the first half. Every time Henderson really needed to slow down the Pine Tree offense, Pine Tree would come up with a big play they needed. Did again here. Clock runs, 5.5 to go here, third quarter. Pine Tree at the line of scrimmage. Croft, quarterback, Timmons to his left. Handoff to Timmons. Timmons straight ahead. Breaks through the Henderson defensive line in a hurry. Thought the Lions had a hold on him and didn't. He gets inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. So Timmons, he is a hard-running running back. Hard to imagine that he had less than 200 yards coming into the ballgame tonight. Gets Pine Tree to the 8-yard line. It is a 1st and goal from the 8. Shotgun snap, Timmons again on the carry. Timmons wrapped up by Henderson defenders this time. Amaz Jackson in there along with Mike Russell. Certainly good to see Amaz Jackson out there. He came off the field at Maybank last week. I wasn't sure we'd see him for a while, but he is back out there and doing his thing. Football is at the 7-yard line. It is 2nd and goal from the 7 for Pine Tree. Two receivers stacked up to the far side of the field. Handoff to Attaway this time. Attaway getting in behind his big offensive line. Lunges forward to the goal line. And he did not get in.
Roger Attaway.
Got very close, but did not get in the end zone. And that big offensive line for Pine Tree doing a job. Tristan left center. Jeremiah Allison, Anthony Okimi, guards. Tristan Peel, Jacob Granall, tackles. It is 3rd and goal from just inside the 1. Croft with the shotgun, handoff, and over the right side of his offensive line, and getting into the end zone is going to be Attaway for the 1-yard touchdown run. Kind of like with Starling in his 3-yard touchdown runs. Kind of hard to keep Pine Tree out of the end zone from the 1. 3:17 to go here in this 3rd quarter. So just as Henderson thought they had kind of stolen some momentum here, Pine Tree gets it right back. 3:17 to go here, 3rd quarter. 33-21 our score. And Julian Ibarra is on to attempt the extra point. Or no, Pine Tree will line up and go for 2. So Pine Tree on a 2-point conversion try. Motion across the backfield. Send 3 receivers out here to the near sideline. Croft, the quarterback, and a whistle blows, and Pine Tree calls for a timeout before the play starts. As
Pine Tree, the first of the second half.
Pirates burn the timeout, the first of the second half. Apparently had second thoughts about what they wanted to do on this 2-point conversion. So the timeout with the 2-point conversion coming up. 33-21 is our score. Henderson Ranch and Feed is your Lone Star feed dealer. 1400 Lone Star Street, 903-722-2077. Henderson Ranch and Feed. G's Professional Detailing gives you the best detailing shop in Rusk County. You'll leave saying, geez, that's clean. Give Jesse a call at 760-708-2338. So again, 3 receivers to the near side of the field after the Pine Tree timeout. Attaway is the single back in the backfield to Croft's right. Croft takes a shotgun snap, throws it into the end zone, and he just fired it in there as hard as he could to Valentine, and Valentine with the 2-point conversion. Again, nothing fancy from Pine Tree standpoint. I mean, the post pattern has been Henderson's worst enemy tonight. Just the simple, basic post pattern that you learn in 7th grade. Pine Tree runs it well, very well, and get the 2-point conversion on that play. All right, so we have a timeout on the field. Pine Tree back extending their lead here, 35-21. And we'll just hang on to it right here. Both teams in a scoring fest here tonight. So a 2-touchdown lead for Pine Tree at 35-21. And Ibarra is on to kick off. All of his kicks have been high pooch kicks this evening. This one, no exception. It'll be taken by Fry. Fry trying to get away from the kick coverage team and can't. As coming down for Pine Tree The first to make contact on that tackle is going to be Desmond Williams. And Henderson will have the football at their own 31-yard line. 35-21 our score. We have 3:12 to go here in this third quarter. Third quarter of tonight's ball game, a service of Tarp Works. Henderson able to score last time they had the ball. Got to come right back and trade score for score. Somewhere along the way, though, you've stopped Pine Tree once to start the second half. Got to stop them again here pretty soon. On first down. Pass downfield for Vince Howard, looking for Coleman. And for Coleman, penalty flag finally comes flying in. As for Coleman, he was being held by Desmond Williams, had a handful of jersey. Wasn't sure if anybody was going to see that, but finally got seen and called. Of course, it won't.
Number 12, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So, not a penalty that will get it moved to the point of where the ball was, but it does move the football up to the 46-yard line. Lions will take that. One receiver near side, one to the far side. Starling, the single back in the backfield. Howard turns, hands off to Starling, runs straight ahead, gets a little bit before he got popped pretty good. Up at the 47-yard line for a short gain. David Lively, among others, in on the tackle for Pine Tree. On the next play, again, there'll be a handoff to Starling. And for Pine Tree, this came crashing down from the defensive end spot. Brick Bratton just came flying down from his defensive end to try and get Starling before he got to the line of scrimmage, and he did. Football stays at the 47, 48-yard line. Right here in front of us. Henderson back to the line of scrimmage on the next play. Howard back to pass. Now drifting back even further, throws it downfield, and this one's going to be caught at midfield. Mason Jones with his first reception of the night. A desperation pass from Vince Howard downfield. Mason Jones came back for it, made the grab at midfield, and then got as much yardage as he could down to the 45-yard line. Ends up being a 4th and 1 situation for Henderson, and it'll force Pine Tree to call their second timeout. So a play that looked like it was about to be a disaster and a half for Vince Howard turns out to have the prayer answered by Mason Jones. Thank you very much. And it cost Pine Tree a timeout, so we will take the break. Back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
Management Training Corporation is hiring. They offer highly competitive pay, excellent promotional opportunities, MTC college tuition reimbursement, paid internships towards a career in substance abuse counseling. MTC offers 401k, health insurance, dental insurance, vision coverage, and finally, paid time off, including holidays. This is the game-changing career you've been looking for. Apply at mtcjobs.com and make the first step of your new career.
After the Pine Tree timeout, Henderson Lions will come out to the line of scrimmage. It is a 4th and 1 at the Pine Tree 45-yard line. Direct snap to Starling. Starling runs right into the Pine Tree defense. And Pine Tree holds and moves Starling backwards. Pine Tree defense, they've seen this play at the goal line. They saw it enough that they knew to stack that side of the line and just go all out for Justin Starling, and they did. Sometimes you got to gamble, sometimes you got to sell out, and Pine Tree did, and it pays off. as it'll be first down for the Pirates at their own 46-yard line. 1:29 to go here, third quarter. And again, for Henderson, Lions have got to find a way to get some pressure on the Pine Tree quarterback. There has been none tonight. Here, running play straight ahead, and there is nothing going on for that Pine Tree ball carrier as he was hit in the backfield right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 23, the carry of Timmons on the carry. He is met and stopped by number 5, Jordan Irvin.
Jordan Irvin coming through the line of scrimmage to make that stop. Big hit on Timmons. No gain right at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 10, Pine Tree. Pirates have a receiver to the near side and the far side. Again, it's going to be a handoff. Timmons on the run up to the 49-yard line.
23 Timmons on the carry again.
Relatively short gain from a Pine Tree standpoint. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Pirates at their own 49. 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pine Tree does not have to run a play here. I'll be surprised if they do. Well, they do. Croft back to pass, fires it downfield, and a man is wide open down the far sideline. Not sure what kind of move he put on the Henderson defender, but he got around him. Boston Johnson on the reception. Braylon Walker is back there. Jason Salisbury back there as well. But the pass was complete, and it's another big play for Pine Tree. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter here tonight. So Pine Tree gets a first down on another big pass play downfield from Croft to Boston Johnson. He was able to put a move on the Henderson defender and get down the sideline, and he was open for the first down. End of 3 here tonight at Henderson Lions Stadium. It is Pine Tree 35, Henderson 21. Step aside, take a break. We are back here with fourth quarter in just a moment on KWRD 1470 98.5.
You can get in-stock cash savings at Peterson's when you come inside, relax, and save on your new furniture. Peterson's is delivering a new level of comfort with fabric or leather sofas, solid wood bedrooms and dining rooms, accent pieces and accessories, with cash savings discounts of $200 to $600 off all in-stock items. Plus, you always need new rugs and accessories, and we have both in stock at 20% to 50% off. Come in today and see why there's no place like home with Peterson's. Peterson's Home Furnishings in historic downtown Henderson. It's time to think about home.
Fourth quarter of tonight's contest here at Henderson Lions Stadium. Pine Tree 35, Henderson 21. District 9 4A Division I action. Big ball game for both these teams. Every time Henderson tries to steal a little momentum, Pine Tree grabs it right back. Pine Tree first down at the Henderson 23-yard line. Handoff Attaway. Attaway trying to head for the far sideline. Will get what he can before he is upended. Nice defensive tackle over on the far side of the field. For Henderson, Cade Johnson, a junior, in on that tackle. Football does get down to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 1 for Pine Tree. At the far side hash mark, Pirates going right to left. Handoff, running play straight ahead and inside the 5 and into the end zone. Just hard running for Pine Tree, and Attaway was not going to be denied. Just hard running for Pine Tree right at the line of scrimmage. And then Attaway with his second touchdown run in a row. This one of 15 yards. Got behind his offensive line, and they just kept moving. 11:02 to go here in this fourth quarter. Johnson to hold, Ibarra on to attempt the extra point, and his kick is up and good. Well, again, Henderson momentum, had it for a second. Pine Tree takes it right back. Timeout on the field here with 11:02 to go in this fourth quarter. It is now Pine Tree 42, Henderson 21. Step aside, take a break. We're back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470, 98.5.
S&N Cleaners and Laundry Service in Henderson is the only full-service in-house dry cleaners in Rusk County. That means that your clothes stay right where you drop them off. Quick turnarounds for shirts, pants, dresses, suits, and even your bedding like comforters. S&N Cleaners and Laundry for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Go see Wayne and his staff for great service and great value. S&N Cleaners, 215 East Fordall in Henderson. See them on Facebook or call 903-657-4545 today.
Ballou Brothers in Henderson is your authorized General Shelters dealer. General Shelters of Texas offers complete finished prefab pier and beam style cabins with appliances included, ready for you to move in. There are 20 models to choose from. 1 bed, 1 bath, up to 3 bed, 2 bath. There's one right for you. These homes hold their value and are built to last. Find yours today at Ballou Brothers on Highway 64 in the Loop in Henderson. Call 903-657-2743 to order yours today.
Pine Tree 42, Henderson 21. Pine Tree kickoff. Taken, dropped. Starling picks it up and gets tackled at the 25, 26-yard line. Kind of had that one sneak up on him, I think. Hit him in the face mask. But it will be Henderson football with 10:51 to go in this fourth quarter. Well, if this Lions offense has any firepower to it tonight, they need to show it now. Football at the 27-yard line. After Henderson got it to a 27-21 score, Pine Tree has come back with 2 Attaway touchdown runs of 1 and 15 yards, and now lead by a 42-21 score. At the 27-yard line, first down, Henderson. Meeks back in the ball game at quarterback, fires downfield. Mason Jones catch at the 50-yard line. Jones struck down from behind at the Pine Tree 36. Find a pass and catch from Blake Meeks to Mason Jones down to the 36-yard line. A 37-yard gain. And first down, Henderson. Lions right back to the line of scrimmage. Again, pass play downfield intended for Mason Jones. Incomplete this time. Pass play down to about the 10-yard line was incomplete. Stops the clock with 10:36 to go here in this fourth quarter. Lions need to score, need to stop Pine Tree, need to onside kick, need to do a lot of things here tonight in this fourth quarter. Football comes loose, and Henderson was able to get on it as Starling on the carry. And again, for Starling, he has not fumbled the ball once this season. I think he did just there. But Henderson was able to get on it. Samaj Deckard in the ball game has been quite a bit tonight as a H-back tight end type. Henderson will call for a timeout with 10:09 to go in this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter tonight, service of Griffiths Towing and Cooper's First Automotive. And with the timeout on the field, Pine Tree leads at 42, Henderson 21. We will step aside, take a break. We are back here in just a moment. Henderson football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
Fairway Ford in Henderson kicks off the football season with a special sales event. Get this: $12,000 off MSRP on a brand new Ford F-150, or $10,000 off MSRP on a new Ford Bronco.
But that's not all.
How about this special lease deal? A new Bronco Sport, Escape, or Mach-E Mustang for only $399 a month. See dealer for details. Fairway Ford. Look for the sign on 79 and check us out online at fairwayfordtexas.com.
42-21, Pine Tree lead. As we get set to go back to play here for Henderson, it is a 3rd and 11 situation at the Pine Tree 38. Meeks back to pass, and he gets dropped and brought down for a loss back at the 46-yard line. Again, for the umpteenth time tonight, Aiden Smith, defensive end, comes crashing through to make a big play defensively for Pine Tree. Football back at the 44-yard line. It is 4th and long, and Lions don't have much choice here. Star Laundry Wash and Fold for all your laundry needs. Highway 64 West at the Star. Star Laundry Wash and Fold. 4th down from the 44. Lions need to get to the 25-yard line for a first down. Pass downfield is going to be overthrown on a pass that was intended for Amari Murphy. Couldn't catch up to it. And Pine Tree will take over on downs. 9:19 to go here in this 4th quarter. And Pine Tree will have it at the 44-yard line. Shawnee Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated, heating, ventilating, and air conditioning. Give them a call at 903-657-5290 for Shawnee Air Conditioning. Rush County's largest beauty supply store is Family Fashion. Go see Miss Ann at 702 South Main Street in Henderson. Well, for Pine Tree now, with 9:19 to go in the 4th, keep running your offense, but at the same time, running some clock. As the handoff went to Timmons. Timmons started up the middle, quickly broke it out to the left side of the field in front of the Henderson bench. While all that was going on, we had a penalty flag on the far side of the field, right in front of the Pine Tree bench, as a Henderson player and a Pine Tree player kind of got locked up over there. We will get the call from Daniel Pipak, find out what the penalty's all about.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 4. Unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 1. With fouls offset, down count.
All right, so Braylon Walker and Tabron Homer exchanging pleasantries over on the far side of the field. So football at the Pine Tree 49-yard line on 2nd down. Handoff again to Timmons. Timmons got hit hard. It was a combination. Timmons hit hard and he got hit hard. And he went down in a hurry. Good hard running, but a good hard tackle for Henderson. I believe that was Coleman on the tackle. But I figure Pine Tree probably start taking some time here, burning as much clock as they can, leading as they are. Football at the 46-yard line. Again, it'll be a handoff. Timmons on the running play. Coleman and Lorenzo Allen on the tackle for Henderson. Clock runs, or stopped at the moment. Clock stopped at the moment at 8:14 to go with a first down at the 43-yard line. Pine Tree 42, Henderson 21. Lions got it to 27-21 on the Bishop 40-yard touchdown run. Looked like the Lions had all the momentum in the world to carry over, and Pine Tree took it right back. Momentum has switched jerseys several times this evening. Here's a running play for the Pirates, getting down to the 42-yard line. So ball game has kind of turned into a rugby scrum here the last few minutes. Penalty flag way back in the defensive backfield. And I think it's kind of a combination of things as we'll get the call.
Foul, face mask, defense, number 37. 15 yards added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Well, a face mask penalty on Caden Johnson, and I'm not real sure that Johnson was even close to the play. He might have been, but I don't know that he was. So it's kind of a combination, I think, of Pine Tree feeling really good about themselves and Henderson being very frustrated. Put those two together and you start getting some players that are having a few words with each other. Both teams at the line of scrimmage on first down. Now we'll go back to play. Hand off to Attaway. And Attaway gets a little bit before he runs into some red jerseys and pushed backwards. And one of the last to make contact with him was Jason Salisbury. But the clock runs with 7:05 to go here in this fourth quarter. Henderson has a couple of timeouts remaining. Pine Tree only has one, but they're not worried about their timeouts, that's for sure. Pine Tree trying to go to 2-1 in district play. Lions trying to keep from going 2-2 in district play. Next play, again, the handoff to Attaway. Attaway weaves his way through the offensive line, and again, that line just pushes the pile forward down to the 19-yard line. So big offensive line. These running backs get behind them and just make it happen. And again, for quarterback Colton Croft, best I could tell, he's gone through this entire ball game without being touched. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. For Pine Tree, it is a 3rd and 2 situation. Timmons, the single back in the backfield, gets the handoff, and Timmons should have his first down at the 16-yard line. So it's a first down, Pine Tree at the 16. So again, Pine Tree will run that clock with 5.5 to go here this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, service of Griffiths Towing and Cooper's First Automotive. Pine Tree will stand there and run the clock down as much as they can before the handoff to Timmons. And Timmons bowls his way forward to about the 12-yard line before he is pushed back. So again, Pine Tree just going to milk the clock for all it's worth here. They know they've got points with Julian Ibarra if they need to go that route, but they'd love to punch another one in the end zone. And Croft jogs all the way over to the sideline, gets the play, jogs all the way back out here to the middle of the field, gives the play in the huddle up to the line of scrimmage from the 12. Handoff, running play inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line.
Number 28, Calvin Casey on the carry.
Carry that time for Pine Tree. Calvin Casey, a junior, and put in the backfield now. Football is just outside the 5 with 4:10 and counting in this fourth quarter. Lions just cannot stop the Pine Tree offensive line. They have dominated this ball game tonight. Handoff to Casey again. Casey over on the right side, got hit hard, but don't think the ball came loose, but there seems to be a mad scramble for it. Officials say it is Pine Tree ball at about the 3-yard line. Moving it as far up as the 2 at the moment. As for Henderson, Jordan Irvin slow in getting up after that tackle. So timeout for the injury on the field here. 3:32 to go here in this fourth quarter. Pine Tree leads it, and Pine Tree looking for more. Pirates 42, Henderson 21. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside, take a break. Back in a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings each Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the indoor facility meeting room. Coach Meeks will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game nights, get great food at the Booster Club concession stand, as well as all your Henderson Lions gear at the Booster Club merchandise trailer. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
Jordan Irvin making his way off the field over here on the near side. Pine Tree leads at 42-21, and the Pirates had the football at the Henderson 2-yard line. We have 3:32 to go here in this fourth quarter. Not at all how we thought this game was going to pan out. There have been moments where it resembled the game that I thought it would be, and then there have been other moments where it's not. This Pine Tree offensive line has certainly dominated this ball game, and they've certainly dominated it the last 3 times the Pirates have had the ball. Again, Henderson had it down to a 27-21 deficit, and Pine Tree has scored twice since then, looking for another one. It'll be a handoff that they will not get in the end zone. Again, it's Casey on the carry. A lot of red jersey Lions in on that tackle. Catravius McElroy, one of many, in on the play. Clock runs, 2.5 to go here in the fourth. Line of scrimmage remains the 2-yard line. It is 3rd and goal. Pine Tree up at the line of scrimmage. Casey again the single back. Croft, the quarterback, takes a shotgun snap, hands off to Casey, and Casey finds his way into the end zone for the Pine Tree touchdown.
Pine Tree.
Calvin Casey, the ball carrier. Pine Tree coaches to my right are very enjoyable for what they are seeing. 2:04 to go here in the fourth. Pirates get a 2-yard touchdown run from Casey. Ibarra is on to attempt the extra point. 48-21 our score. And the extra point coming up. Boston Johnson to hold, and Ibarra, left foot kicker, sends it through, and it is up and good. So Ibarra, all the extra points tonight. He's kicked a couple of field goals of 25 and 35 yards, and Pine Tree leads this ball game 49-21, and they lead with 2:04 to go in this fourth quarter. So we have a timeout on the field. We'll step aside, take a break. We are back here in just a moment. Henderson football on KWRD 1470, 98.5.
Hey, East Texas, are you ready to launch a career in aesthetics, beauty, or cosmetics? At Allure Academy in Henderson, Texas, we offer TDLR-approved programs in barbering, cosmetology, aesthetics, eyelash extensions, manicuring, and more. Did you know high school juniors and seniors can enroll now and graduate with a license and a diploma? Yes, you heard that right. Visit us at allureacademy.net today or call 877-850-9988.
Pine Tree 49, Henderson 21. It's painful to say it, it's a bit painful to watch it. Lions had some momentum going at 27-21 and lost it when Pine Tree scored on 3 successive possessions. Their last 2 drives started at their own 46 and their own 44 as this kickoff goes to Justin Starling. Starling looking to get down the near sideline, does, spins around, still on his feet, and will get all the way down to the Pine Tree 40-yard line. But Pine Tree has scored on 3 successive possessions after Henderson had cut it to 27-21. 35-21, 42-21, now 49-21. And I guess from a Henderson standpoint, one of the worst things is the fact that this is happening to you tonight, and you can't seem to change it. It's the harder you've tried to change the outcome, the more Pine Tree kind of takes over, and
after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Number 15. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the kicking team, number 12. Fouls offset, first down.
All right, so first down for the Lions after the offsetting penalties, of which we have had several of those tonight, as again both sides not being very cordial to either one here tonight, but a lot of that frustration from the Henderson side, I'm sure. Had it 27-21, all of a sudden now it's 49-21. 2-minute timeout to finish out the game tonight. Who's it brought to us by? Nobody. Nobody. It brings us our 2-minute timeout notification here at the game. But that's okay, because we're going to step aside and take a break anyway. We're back here in just a moment with the final 152 of the ball game on KWRD. On second thought, we're not. It's one thing that we don't have a sponsor for the 2-minute notification. It's something else when the officials don't give you much time. They're ready to play. Vince Howard back to pass for Henderson. Steps up in the pocket, launches one toward the goal line, and this one is incomplete. On a pass intended for Walker, I believe, down at the goal line. Incomplete. So the Lions will come back to the line of scrimmage and try it again. But I guess the worst thing out of this whole deal is, one, you're going through it. 2, you got to sit on it for 2 weeks. As Vince Howard back to pass again, looking for a place to run. Gets inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line before he's brought down. But for the Lions, you're looking at an open date last week. You don't play again till Halloween night at Chapel Hill. Next play. Handoff to Starling. Starling trying to get to the 30-yard line. Gets hit, pushed back as he gets close to the 30. Clock runs, 1:07 to go here, fourth quarter. So for the Henderson Lions, you got the open date next week, so you got to sit on this one for 2 weeks before you can get back out on the field and try and redeem yourself, and you have to do that at Chapel Hill. 40 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Starling with the carry, and he is wrapped up immediately and dropped. Defensively for Pine Tree, Edric O'Neill in on the tackle. 34 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Not sure if we had a, okay, well, it was a change of possession there on a fourth down play, all right? So Pine Tree is going to take over with 34 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So Pine Tree, they're going to go to 2-1 in district play, 4-3 on the season. Henderson going to fall to 5-3 on the season, and 2-2 in District 9 4A play. As Pine Tree out at the line of scrimmage with 34 seconds remaining. And Croft will just take the snap, take a knee. And that is pretty much the way it's going to end up here tonight. Pine Tree is going to win this one 49-21. That's going to be our final score. Justin Starling with a couple of touchdown runs for Henderson. Jaden Bishop with the other one. But for Pine Tree, it was a night of field goals and pass plays and an offensive line that took charge of the ball game. That kind of sums it up right there as far as that goes. Our fourth quarter here tonight's been a service of Griffiths Towing and Cooper's First Automotive. Our Allure Academy and Simply Electric postgame show comes your way here in just a moment. Once again, our final score, Pine Tree wins it over Henderson here tonight. 49-21 is our final. We'll come back and recap the ball game and scoring and wrap things up. Do that here on our Allure Academy Simply Electric postgame show. Comes your way in just a moment. This is Henderson Lions football. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
Hi, this is Mark Randall with Randall Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Henderson. All used cars are not created equal. Let's talk about certified pre-owned vehicles that we have here at Randall Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Henderson, Texas. 125-point inspection, 7-year, 100,000 limited powertrain warranty, 3-month, 3,000-mile max care warranty, roadside assistance, towing, and more. We also are offering 3 months, no payment with approved credit. So come see the difference at Randall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Henderson, Texas. Randall Dodge ChryslerJeep.com.
For unbeatable wireless deals, come to your local AT&T store in Henderson, where the community-focused team helps you upgrade, transfer your data, or pick the perfect plan. Right now, get the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, $0 a month with trade-in, or the iPhone 16 free on an unlimited plan. And if you're 55 or over, ask about our exclusive 55 Plus Unlimited plan. Drop by AT&T in Henderson today, 2127 Highway 79, Suite 600, across from McDonald's.
Back once again here at Henderson Lions Stadium. Mark McLean along with Jason Martin and Ken White. And our final score here tonight, not at all what Henderson faithful were hoping for, as the Pine Tree Pirates have come in here to Lions Stadium tonight, and they have just I hear coaches a lot of times say that you've got to impose your will. Well, Pine Tree certainly did that here this evening, as they have put the whooping on the Lions on this one here tonight. 49-21 is our final score. This is our Allure Academy and Simply Electric postgame show, and a quick recap of the scoring in this one here this evening. Pine Tree, 8:06 to go first quarter. It was Julian Ibarra with a 35-yard field goal, 3-0 Pirates. Pirates would come back. It was a lateral pass as the quarterback Croft threw it out to Boston Johnson. He in turn threw it downfield to Rashad Wofford. It covered 39 yards. Extra point kick made it 10-0 Pine Tree. Henderson would get on the scoreboard with 10:24 to go in the second quarter. Justin Starling with the first of his 2 touchdown runs of the night. Extra point kick made it 10-7 Pine Tree. Then the Pirates would get another score. It was the quarterback Croft. Valentine, 27-yard touchdown pass. Extra point kick was good, 17-7 Pirates. Pine Tree would extend their lead. Timmons on a 3-yard touchdown run. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Extra point made it Pine Tree 24-7. Pine Tree would... Henderson would get another score in the second quarter. Again, it was Starling on a 3-yard touchdown run. 5:07 to go in the half. Extra point made it 24-14. Pine Tree would get a field goal, though, before halftime. Ibarra with his second of the first half, 25-yarder, made it 27-14. While all this is going on, Ibarra did have a field goal attempt of 38 yards blocked by Henderson. So he could have had 3 field goals on the night, but had one of them blocked. Anyway, halftime, we got to that, and Pine Tree led it by a 27-14 score. Then we get to the third quarter of the ball game. And it was a situation where Henderson really needed to try and seize some momentum and get something going. They stopped Pine Tree. Pine Tree had to punt once in the ball game tonight, and that was the first possession of the third quarter. Henderson took over, took it down the field after a steady rush of Justin Starling, play after play after play. Then all of a sudden, Jaden Bishop came in, and the big running back bust through the line and took it 40 yards for the Henderson score. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Extra point made it 27-21. That is as close as the Lions would get. That's the closest that the Lions would get to having any momentum, as Pine Tree would take the ensuing kickoff, move it down the field, score on an Attaway touchdown run of 1 yard. Made it 35-21. Next time Pine Tree got the ball, took it down the field, scored on a 15-yard Attaway touchdown run, 42-21. Next time they got the ball, took it slowly but surely down the field behind that big offensive line. Calvin Casey would run it in from 2 yards out. Pine Tree would lead 49-21. That's how they would finish out the ball game. So tough night, to say the least, for the Henderson Lions. Came in with big expectations of seeing this high-powered offense score a lot of points and walk off with the victory. But the Pine Tree offense and offensive line in particular had other ideas in this contest here tonight, and Pine Tree wins it 49-21, our final. So for Henderson, 5-3 on the season, 2-2 in district play. Lions have the open week next week. Won't play until October 31st, Halloween night, at Chapel Hill. For Pine Tree, the Pirates are now 4-3 on the season. They are 2-1 in district play. And Pine Tree's next game next Friday will be a home contest against Chapel Hill. They still have to go to Lindale on Halloween night and before they finish out the regular season on November 7th against Palestine. So both teams still have Chapel Hill and Lindale on the schedule, so we'll see how that all shakes out over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks to find out who's in and who's out when it comes to a playoff situation out of District 9 for a Division I. But once again, 49-21 the final. Just too much Pine Tree offensive line, too much Pine Tree just basic pass patterns, and the Henderson defense just unable to get to the Pine Tree quarterback at all in the contest here this evening. Well, that's been our Allure Academy and Simply Electric postgame show. And that is pretty much going to wrap it up for us on our broadcast here tonight. We thank you very much for joining us wherever you have been, be it on the radio or on live stream or on our video live stream, however you've seen it here tonight. Wish we had better news for you. Hope it was more enjoyable for you. But Pine Tree just was the better team on this particular night. 49-21 is our final. Next week, Lions have off. Their next ball game will be on October 31st at Chapel Hill. Our coverage will begin with the Henderson Coaches Show at 7, pregame at 7:15, and the kickoff at Chapel Hill on Friday, October 31st at 7:30. Once again, final score here tonight, Pine Tree 49, Henderson 21. Right now, on behalf of all of our great sponsors, on behalf of Jason Martin out on our camera, and Ken White on our video production, I'm Mark McClain. We say good night from Henderson Lions Stadium. Once again, our final, Pine Tree 49, Henderson 21. You've been listening to and watching Henderson football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
Thank you for listening to Henderson Lions football on KWRD Radio, our website and Facebook page, as well as the Henderson ISD website. Tonight's game has been brought to you by
AT&T Allcom, Randall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Gas and Supply, Griffiths Towing, Allure Academy, Henderson Football Boosters, Fairway Ford, Ballou Brothers, General Shelters, S&N Cleaners, Peterson's Home Furnishings, MTC, Wallace & Sons Wrecker Service, Cooper First Automotive, Cook & Son Roofing, Allure Aesthetics, Tarpworks, Simply Electric.
Join us again next week for Henderson Lions football, right here on KWRD 1470 and 98.5, and E-Tex Radio Group station.